see me banner to a bano, yeah, no musapam, yeah. Anani banner my president, yeah, no musapam, yeah, no. I let them make us say, Samani Wabanega, village my beer, Sigabia, my family watching is say me the background, the background Bessiga. The baby to the cramo, almost in mammy welcome, oh mamma me baby semenda. My sapiresa, I'm a Boamah Kry, it's in my Kakra. Oh mata me greta, oh my baba say no, almost in Yanko. I found never walk, Ghana for I found never walk. Yeah, China, yeah, Indian, yeah, American, yeah, US, yeah, Togo, yeah, Ghana, I don't know Pambi, yeah. Ghana pay for it in Pambi, yeah. And no, I'm just here, no. And no, I'm the hammer,
yeah, Boamah Kry,
Abatuta metura, mubedada ye. Abatuta metura, mubedada ye. Say to Abanivia, mubejiasu. Enu na mitiasi enu. Gana fu enu na ne amipa.
Piao. Mayama busianfo nyina kwa aba. Obehwe time ewo Europa 1 a.m. of I mean so about 12 p.m. a.m. pepe.
Yeah.
Good. Now, abusia mo ha no mamema mo akwa aba. Ma ho se Oheneba nkasa say the disciplinary committee. Thank you so much Oheneba. Margaret Owusu. And so I can honor my comment. Esther Jima and so I will say my host afoforo bebre and so can hon adiasa 1 a.m. yeah my life because one more morning say because bet me abase beba life no by now they will be a cry then ada nanso ese ufo do so ye nyina ti okohwe fa ho so ano abehwe hanso so many alphabet na say na edin komo Margaret Owusu say I love this song I enyum we die. In fact, nipa ni ye pa. Na semonte ya mpacho dina ho nsensem ya adwama hama kofa bayi nkofo ha ase ekam ye beka en ho asem kakra. Ene enema foforo bi a atimi abobo aba no. Enu bi ena ene ye de ebremo. Enti now ma ya nfa dwumadi ni chase. Ofa nie mpacho ye ne no ebetena se na ya twetwe nkomo. Se wo hanu ma misro ne obeya amaye no. Eye share o ye sremu. O share video no. Love no so Naomi Abuajiwa I say welcome my two favorite people. Great to see you both. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was say eja muso edi echi. Enti dwumadi na na de ba be share so no mesre say unya subscribe ya The Nation Uncle TV. Bombarding na subscribe to the channel no mami why. The Nation Uncle TV. The Nation Uncle TV. Eno ani dwumadi a me pacho baby a udi ni dwumadi kakra grant misro bo modern ko honum na kona kokko subscribe to the channel no mami yan come on sheda nche bibiri because of already no about 1 a.m. adiasa me kura me kai the last time say me sha say na me wie sa time ne dia no lie be say me sha say 1 a.m. no ya na intense to me say momo modern na momra na mon share video no na ye ni nkomo ne nko over menia minim say ma ho se wanya kata kakra me mo akwa baby
oba dia daruma me hoye na
inshallah
at this time mo ajibra o mutie e mo nyina be di kan so am afisia panso afisia say na etinkom na hode no wo ho na bia ekoto mo fanche me kasa mitirim kakra because Ghana ya hamatan enfutura ya kata iri hamatan nukura enfutura nipa ihe liko ni munu nye enfutura ketwa ya aba hamatan eti samote me voice no to say the make kasa mitirimu anake se enfutura agbawura me no nye enfutura ketwa enye So to manage voice no manage my voice and mama sa. Said you any comment TV we have it. I will the power Casabaka confess about you.
Hey, Hasemo. Ofa. Mamini kan fa nko ha. O de menya obi a sensitive issue no. Me de beto na wo so akire wadwe. Ofa. Misro sister yi wo UK. Sister yi oda so yi. Na oye ye nyina ye de hia ye nyina ye tukwan ba akwantu man ka ye ba bepe bibi kakra ye bedie. Sister ye tumi abɔ modern Ghana fo a wo so ba be hustle no. Sister ye tumi abɔ modern ebu wo mo. Na ya damfo baako no ka ho anase enya madamfo mpo sister baako over 20 something thousand pounds sister ya GD na watwi nani wo bibi kakra kan fa ho because awre ho say Ghana fo betumi aba kwantuma be hia ese ye de odododo ye ho na ye nyina ye try say ye beboaboa ye ho no ebinom de adane pataku ne jata no moche enipa ne biwe ene say ohun say wini krata ena ono aba internet iso abe na so say oye nkrata mankofo na ewo nkrata ye mu no edin bebire na deda so ntu de ma menkan say ye krata ye mo am nnuanu mo Ghana mo pese mo ba mo am aba UK mo nkrata se mo nya mo pese mo ye nkrata metumi aboa mbacha odisika no come my sister na no wadi enti se we obi a o de visa ne bae na o visa ye wu na uhia ne mo a wasa kwan no so a ono na aba be kenti udi ambika diskan beko oji wia no atetewa obeje onema hu se we yi ne be win 6 months time obe dada ko bra wana 6 months na okrata ewu no abeda ne illegal unya da ne illegal untumi na ne ka wo da ne ka wo se my report wa mankofo ndi wako tine wo se otwe ho wadaroma bibi kakra obeka afa ye sister Kronfo ehu ye freno Froglina
Oyene afutu amede bema anakakra meka ne say we ye Ghana ni na wo hweme a ida say wo Ghana na say wo akwantu the very first creature was we are very careful in dealing with them your fellow black man your fellow Ghanaian so we Ghana so wo akwantu so wo Ghana the very first nipa by nipa was we are very careful with them even our family even oyire o ukuru wa yonku wa nafufo the very first people was we are extra vigilant and careful with them uyonku bibini uyonku Ghana ni ohini we are in a state of whereby we have become carnivores ya done carnivores so me say ya done carnivores uko the animal kingdom there are carnivores there are herbivores and omnivores carnivores ni bua omochi omoyonku mmoawe nti ono sa carnivore na de echi a ne botai ni motive ni na say kwai papa so be survive how do they survive to feed on their fellow animals that is that before your dream we have become carnivores with the least mistake obeyeno your fellow bibini will catch you I mean obeti worry anyway we dey about kopa no kwa na mfa ne sa ba bontin o no na mai bi di such similar information bra be say agent bi o UK otukwa koba omuni ne di nkomo nyina o UK omo ya wese o UK na omo bo omo ho ano nipa be 15 yes obeti ma weka omo nyina ba UK hobi so they paid around I think I forgot it they paid some amount of pounds ejiji nyina na nipa na ogada nipa ogana omo jiji sesika nyina no ono no sa nipa no so wo UK ho a opese ka ofa through that agent ne Boamah Ghana for no tutumi ba UK hobi or according to the okache no so otaye timi the man for ba ntino or trust no obo Ghana for na no oji sika na ode ma agent no na agent ne so oba Ghana na wa be process ne ade no basically omo ntene nka bi case no ode bre me kura be 6 to 7 months ni me follow case na ye say me sabe ka agent no ye mu hwehwemu a it got to a point in Amisa, it tried actually because a lot of staffs were on me at that time. The person mechanic say, Maka nano in my video say me started to win na me started say me need in common na me started say me prepare the mind me prepare the mind a man nyantias say your number one enemy on this planet was say we are very careful with them is your fellow bibini ono na onfa ho say any kwasi broni a ya babenya a story ya babenya some understanding some brofo pay as some brofo abidi na nanu mani o mabefa ya nkwa no ohini as I'm speaking with you now no kwasi broni is a just person say no do fa kwasi a no do be fa kwasi process no person or do fa offer that through the right processor with strictness discipline. I mean offer the right processor kwasi broni no ni asem na bibini pesa abribiano offer the loopholes offer shortcut ba kwasi broni masa akwan nti no bibini broni asem odene ti abribiana bibini pe ba bi obenya connection shortcut nti ekotehwe along the line
nti enyem pai boso asem se obayi no chinchin atwa na da bia akwankyere ono waye na hyehye ato if you follow am saka
eti besremo mo akwatum no the rate at which mutiminya amanfo mugidie right away na mutimide ne amahyehyɛ omo sa na ebe wiase na abeba beto wiase omo bum no monye very careful na lucky do be born bi I say not every black man is my friend and not all white men and that's every white man is my enemy ya nkasa ya dane carnivores a ye chi ye hore ye politicians they chi ye re no na ya nkasa citizens no so chi ye re hore ohini na no mi kotogu ana me call market na me call bisa niema bo could you believe say niema ni bo kra na the bag na cities I be lose 50 cities e be lose 70 cities e be lose 100 cities but ko brand bet me akofa or the bag na no dey 600 400 500 ti mi ko hu sa no me de mesa gu mi ti say urade nyakopon yawu eti mpanifo ni mi aye me no na ya kasa citizens no so ye kura ya kasa ye so am na ye so ye mi aye ho eti misrawo be very vigilant and careful. Menkasa woni unua na wo yonkwa bi before entele. Uni omo betele. Uni bi be ware. Uni bi be buy. Uni bi be ya yonko. Uni bi be business. But maninda at the back of your mind say, "Say ni pay ya many needings I was working at so we know. I was so we extra vigilant and careful." Yes sir. Abibiano. Obepa kotiahwe. Obepra. Upra wi so a. Ojefo we kama for we. Mami ya gise bia brochire ho na bia omo betima yehwemu ama ya kire no na de na famra kwa so na se bia o kroma de a obekuru kana politician bi kura ta de china o unsanti bi kura anya no fe nti kakra o hene mo ka fa ho
ava na no dumboya ne na busuafo anyina aka bomu ebaba bipie Ghana minyante yenyankasa ma munye yehwe papa yi unua bai
oh Ibrahim Glory yeah
meka sane yesi boje braso me hwe ya na chairman senior mine na ankasa nso ono so alande bi
yeah
me pese o touch ho ne kakra bi akwa we bona ye boje ne su ho Ghana fo I saw a policeman send no ojina wa ohwe guy ni say ni team ohwe cheerful face ya na police ni no ejina ohwe akwa ni say ya a cover up am ni say wo hu bi
yeah busy brain team
ni eba me team no menim se bi na eba o team antim pesa wo kire wa adwen wo say ohwe ade nti akwa we nku a
yeah
enye se wa hyeda akofo bi te se na Ghana ahemfo hyeda fa nkofo no mu ginigina kwam ni wave flag ana say ni cheer up hello nana pia there be we die edom omo mu fi amano nimpo ba ye omo hu no omo te wona they are just watching like say wow wo hwe o mani man na kasa wo hwe ade ntia me mo die ma me fa ma dwen mra me hu ni say even Ghana for na ahoho no krom ba na say sade we bisi we ye kroma ka ye ni beje me de sa na me hu woni pa ni team but actually me ntimi hu ne obeje chairman ni
oyine me ye hu video to YouTube nti bia wa wonya nhwe no ko me YouTube channel wa the
Nation Uncles TV right
yeah my hu video Me myself, I was shocked. I never thought to say Ibrahim Traore will be invited to our president inauguration. I never thought. It never came in mind. The reason being that Osha Ibrahim Traore, a choir of Faswa, obey Lidi Burkina, a coup, and or the Lidi Burkina. Though it was a harmless coup, it was a bloodless coup. Coup will be a womb, just almost to penny for the future, but basa be a sisa. And Ghana, we democratically elected the president. So I was like, why would a coup, a military man who took power with coup, why would he be invited to an inauguration of a democratically elected president? These two channels have, issues. They conflict. They don't go together. Democratically elected president and military takeover. No, as time goes on, no, we are being educated and we are being, programmed or oriented to accept and to welcome democratically elected leaders. And then we are being taught and we are being, educated by condemning coup way of taking over or becoming a leader. It is also here. Ebra Dumbuya taking over. Ewo Guinea. Na Thomas Traore taking over in Burkina, Niger. ECOWAS. African leaders ya omaka omo abo mo from ho say omo ye ECOWAS mpanifo yi. Omo suma omo mpanifo delegate ahodo say omo nko na omo ne these military men bi nko kasa say that is not the way forward for Africa. I remember say our current president, John Dramani Mahama, was part of the people like Suma Omomo call Guinea when Dumbuya took over in Guinea. Sorry.
Kafra.
The president, John Dramani Mahama, was part of Omo Suma Omo, so Omo community Dumbuya ko Kasana Keja. On give power back to democrats and I said back to our politicians, but Omo Kokai be ANC. Etina media minim that say opening Ibrahim Traore you be inviting na manabadi. And Ibrahim Traore so oye coup now take over in Burkina no. On two quite free Burkina nko bebia in fact in African countries in Africa I say no on two quite free Burkina enko any democratical country mu obako aje se bia omo aye coup no countries ni mu ana oko
maka bom no na chese ye won krofo miensa omo so aye coup ni bi I think say Mali Niger and Guinea Conakry.
Sure. Omo form Sahel. So they are from alliance. What they are trying to say, they say, "Wow, we don't sabe kaba kubiano." Uni ye nyina na enya. Enti Traore ebetena so in Burkina no on two kwa basa sa. Last na me hu say okọ all the way to Russia, ne Russia mampani eko build e ko din komoni ade. But apart from that, and so to kwako either Nigeria, Ghana, on Costa Bitina, me sure say Ghana no beba. But to our surprise, oba Ghana, and it was so a GSM say looking at how the people were cheering up when he was mentioned, when he was called to go and congratulate our president, how people were hailing at him, cheering at him, I sat down and I started asking myself a lot of questions. So when I started asking myself a lot of questions, some of the answers that pops up, I don't know, I made a video, they told my channel also on YouTube. Or he needed to say, Ibrahim Traore, kuna a course of Burkina, and you know, can you kuno? So military no woman, they are in ranks, or only penny, so they need just so that for penny and a year coup or Burkina. Or ye coup or 2 man penny free so our jail or mine. Now Ibrahim Traore, the son also, if I saw two ICO, second in command. Or monitor head the apostle, ni only chief in command and a chief officer now why coup 2 man penino. As a power ya and the dodo. As a obey or the power never go mine. And Ibrahim Traore get 2 or no. Eti obi ye coup na Ibrahim Traore so ye coup ti aside the panel.
Akwane Kafra mia. Na chere say onye ni paketu asa o. Maybe because it was just a civilian rule now. Or president be this one as a president need more de to send afa kondi man so or material not share bottom.
Yeah, or no 1-2 president direct to one the military penny away cool. Na to me what the dim kwase no you understand. And we take power no for almost there 2 years in coming down the line. Now tie ne nkasa ye na wo hwe o person di anakwan o de boke na o man ni siswa. The guy has a mission way back akura na onya enko military no mukura no owo that mission no the team data. Ibrahim Traore no what this agenda when the team data before Christ and obeko military nim na o realize who say eye military no nko na obetimi afa ho a obetimi dia achieve this mission. That is why I call military nim, because uti abrantia ne kasa na u follow near money development ne even the communication. The guy is conscious about everything. He's very conscious. He knows what the West are doing to we the Africans. He knows their strategy. He knows, everything. The West and he understands it very well. And he is so much conscious to the extent say he understands life, living as Africans, and how we should be able to develop on our own. And these are the measures that we go in Burkina. He has put things in place. As I'm speaking with you now, Burkina have started building up the industrial plants. They say Burkina for establishing tomato processing factory. Tomato no modoa no komode pa Ghana na omobeto maye na ebi prono. Very soon, Burkina will be branding their tomatoes and be exporting tomatoes in branding way, not in the raw materials alone. And one night, he has set up a whole lot of education structure. He be educating Burkina Nina Mana who say, I have to learn things about my country, my history, my heroes, and the things around me, my language, my tradition, my culture, and how I can develop my country through the things around me, not the olden way of education, learning and reading things about the Western and the Europeans. At the end of the day, no, this kind of measures our dear go accommodating to ya all year in Burkina Faso, and on people are beginning to love him, and I'm part of those people. Are beginning to love him already. No, they've tried every ways and means to tarnish the image of taking power from our leaders by coup. But I can tell you, say, coup, military takeover, no, the military over there, no, they are the only arm of government. As I'm speaking with you now in Africa, if a country has to be saved, it is only the military that can save the country. Now, the media has eventually fallen in the pocket of the politician. The politicians are in control of the media. The judiciary has eventually fallen in the pocket of the politician. So the politician is now in control of the judiciary. The legislature is now in the pocket of the politician. So the legislature is not on their own again. The legislature is being controlled by the politicians. But there is something we call separation of powers. Separation of powers, gives these arms of government their separate powers. After separation of powers, they have to be able to do something they call checks and balances. The judiciary should be able to check the executive and the legislature. If something is not going on well, the judiciary should be able to call them to law, call them to the constitution and tell them that, you know what you guys are doing, the kind of ruling, the kind of governance you guys are giving to the people, the constitution does not give it, or that the constitution does not allow. And for that matter, we want you to go by the constitution. the judiciary has been, is now in the pocket of the politicians. So the judiciary is not able to, exercise that power. The legislature, which also should have their own power, talking of the parliament, and also apply the checks and balances. The legislature is also now in the pocket of the politician. Instead of the legislature to be able to call the executive, to call even the judiciary, if cases are going on in the judiciary, the legislature should be checking them, making sure that they are giving justice judgment. They are not being biased. They are not being there is nothing like conflict of interest going on over there. And for that matter, they are doing service, they are doing justice, giving justice to the people. The legislature should be able to be checking the executive and the judiciary. But as I'm speaking with you now, our legislature has also fallen in the pocket of the politician. Look at a parliament like UK. They were able to call Boris Johnson and question Boris Johnson when he was the prime minister. And to the extent of some of the parliamentarians using harsh words on Boris Johnson, all because COVID time, there were rules and regulations say we don't go to social gathering places. And a video popped up. Boris Johnson went to a party via no new visa. The legislature in UK, in their power, was able to call the prime minister to parliament, question him, and then later on, it got to the point say he had to resign because the legislature is not in the pocket of the prime minister or of the executive. But come to Ghana during that COVID period.
No, monsieur. Abusia, offer no monsieur na de answer me dikin aka kire we started this program 1 a.m. Germany and I say European time. Mesre se unyan share video na wada Roma. We are no adesua. Nti mesre se bo modern share video no. E ma wre mfisi se oba subscribe to your channel no se be yankomo bia if we freedom fighters channel and what BPS no. Enye yenkwa ni enye freedom fighters na ehia me ne menua na decide say yepese yeba na yebebobbo nkomo kakrakra nti mesrew we are doing it in the name of freedom fighters but enye nyina na ehia wa no nti oko Ghana sisi about 12:25 obia onim ye bia nim senya de se beba life nti omada tikakra mo ha no eso ye nipa ye damase over 100 and something amuti ya anadwe no ye damase pa but call the Nation Uncle TV YouTube, subscribe to the channel no. Thank you so much. Over.
Abidafo social media on TikTok. Me no ka say my TikTok Abidafo social media on TikTok. Is a TikTok for me so me ma munyina kwa ba me da munyina se me hu munyina. Ohini the American question is UK Parliament no is not in the pocket of the legislature and I say it is not in the pocket of the Prime Minister, they were able to call the Prime Minister to Parliament and question him. But come to Ghana, it is not like that. In Ghana, the legislature does things they want, do anything. Imagine even COVID time. I my social gathering area near the other. We saw our president and his people.
Me chawano. Obia wonim near Ecoso USCC Donald Trump. Me no ka say na ye 34 counts and na atono so boni ayisusu so waye and ya me no ka say a ball anopa 10 US Friday a ball 9:30 no na ye say oma a prosecuting na jailina according to say the incoming president who will be inaugurated in less than 2 weeks is fighting his conviction, saying that it should be tossed because a conservative majority of the Supreme Court in July ruled that former president are entitled to sweeping. But Mamenko Hasi, the High Court on Thursday rejected Trump's emergency request to delay the proceeding, setting the stage for him to be sentenced just days before he is inaugurated on January 20 for second term. 4 consecutive justices, Clarence Thomas, Samuel Alito, Neil Gorsuch, and Brett Kavanaugh, said they would have granted Trump's request. Justice John Roberts and Justice Amy Coney Barrett joined the cause 3 liberals to side against Trump. We are making the baby in Yakosi and say, yes, Trump, no, she say he is in the book of criminals. As no, just say, yes, on servo ni jail sentence. And I own to penalty. We no cry near 34 count in now. A movie any yaba. I yes, for now he is in the book of criminals a year. Minim sister now obeying the president and as I say, a 2016 ton.
This should tell you, say, the judiciary in the United States is an independent judiciary. They do their work without any fear. As I'm speaking with you, Donald Trump is the elect and also official president of America. Donald Trump is the president. And so nothing stops them from passing their judgment without any fear, because you can't intimidate them. They are on their own. I mean, separation of powers, you know, the judiciary is on their own. And checks and balances, you know, you have to check every other arms of government. But over you come and now the entire me break this animal when you down and say, when we are in a state whereby all arms of government are now in the pocket of the legislature, the only arm of government and na ama is the media. But unfortunately, the African and the Ghanaian politician is smart. They've also made sure that they are now in control of the media. So now, what do we do? Last one, and that is the army, the military. That is the military. They are the last hope of every country. So, you know, take power. Power no before say wo and I say judiciary parliament na yento abani no before never to mission is now what is no ya pamuni yi wafiri no na ene no ababedum pepe so bia militaries ni bi eye cool na they don't want to give power to these guys anymore because it has proven. I mean this time in time out no Omo who said these guys are to me and all of them are being controlled by these Western guys. They are puppets to the West. To me outside the show monsa no masa tamomano dia kwakoche. By Ibrahim Traore will take you over. We decide this and no. If we ask you away, Sebio say we obi ya yonko na we obi to anamon. Na say mo to anamon mo say ache. Na nipa na anamon ni wutu no. Ni die nyina ye de wonya firi wo de otwe firi wo nsisi a odi sisi bu a wo bu a that means sa nipa ni adwe afa wo se wo ye banyansani a wo ba sesa wa yonko oni no be party ways oni na nya yonko bi because mo ya yonko for over 40 years ni dia ne se wo twe firi wo ono mo on care about wo well be it Ibrahim Traore will take you over who said no for all these years Burkina has been aligned to the West, Europe, especially France. You know, resources are France. If you Burkina, we are special. You go on there. That for be transmitted the Hong Kong. We are special.
Kafra.
O take you over not enough. Many money capital. They say me dem Hong Kong Russia. When I'm afraid you must be my year.
What is IMF cry? Obi actually hasn't ka IMF man Burkina Skawanye.
Dabi ombe udu nti kwasha ya mefase ohini yababa ho udu nti no ho kwasha ya mefase se ekim ehon nsem wo honum eti wanko e no de ne ho akobo Russia o hwese o mo betimi aboa e no de ne ho kobo mo no hini the first thing I will prioritize here for Burkina base and for the people of Burkina through Ibrahim Traore's alliance with them, they say be make sure say mo security e be tough obi di nsa kamwa or the nsa kai the ne ontimi for asam nko Burkina so yes sir Russia be duru e di obi antimi nya be ontimi for asam nko na oni de nam so oba Ghana no o mampani John Dramani Mahama Said bonus when Yabofra. The near in Ghana politics was sure dear pa. What's in a kid up near Mabian won't say no. Yeah, dear one bought West for ya. I said, be probably a shed and free home. It's me no say upon some speech be a marshal from John Dramani Mahama. And then be an annual on inauguration day, okay, you know. Me who say, oh, here, or the Nobako the Russians, and the BRICS. So the Nobako bomb, dear. And yes, our tons are for more. Omudu omuwa bo that will through and nothing about Ibrahim Traore, but yes, I come. Ibrahim Traore, omu friend Nigeria, omu friend Cameroon won't call. Omu friend over here, Africa, I won't call. But the entire John Dramani friend now buy him. John Dramani Mahama command speech be our United Nations. I have the video, but I think say our next video no more play no one for him to baset speech no very well. And then now also somehow okay at the inauguration day say, the European Union or the G7 now, their economy combined together and their economy is depreciating and it's declining. But also the BRICS now, all joining force together now, their economy is appreciating, increasing. It is a war by game, but also per boafo, ubeko boafo, ubetimi aboa ojan and answer, and also ubeko boafo no, you go to the moya mereko. It's in the side, you know, John Dramani Mahama up to some sense out there. It just say he aligning with the BRICS, the Russia and the China won't be a problem. And when the man Ibrahim Traore, the rest assured say, okay, anyway, so anyway, I told Safre me America, so be any. So my penny Akufo na told Safre Ibrahim Traore come because Akufo is a direct puppet to the Westerns, the Americans. Akufo na go meeting ko catch the Americans say Ibrahim Traore then them go for the border shit. Game question. Akufo
Cool my way.
What point you cool way?
Sakwawi. But obviously, I'm more love no so na man share kakra my wa yesre mo. But love no so na share love na dey wo YouTube nkwan dey obehu. Ubo so ana mo share my thank you.
Me a video I think last 2 years or last 3 years oko koni America for kotenase. Kaka kire o mo say Abrante bia yiku o mesro. Na say they told them abegu borders no so. Ibrahim Traore for the past years terrorist attacks are Burkina Faso. You have no idea. Terrorists back or twice Burkina Faso or grass rural areas. Europeans in France for any tier or 1 year ready some Burkina Faso with ammunition, with security tools, ammo fighting these terrorists. Amphibiano terrorists for the beti omunya. Oh no mamba. Na said the abaya the fedefa be kwakrom kakra no muko na terrorists for there need omunya. But me no ka say Ibrahim Traore take over. Or then no share Russia sano. Russia buy na mom security staffs, military staffs, materials, equipment, and then you know they are eventually overcoming the terrorists. And no be a good borders I hope also did be trying to where she are. Akufa do kodi ko konsa say Ibrahim Traore the soldier for the good borders in the impression.
Cause yeah, when I'll be jaw my manko for a would me say Ghana se nipa boyfo hia asese ye ha Ghana ombe owen enye so mbekum Ghana for keke o mo je o man no ma di o man so keke Ghana
eti the man Ibrahim Traore oba Ghana when you that trust in John Dramani Mahama say he will and I say he might align with
of any way the uni idea because according to sources near say akanaka kre bino utu kwa ahodo be ne wo honom.
Oh yeah.
Ofa ho nwa na wadru Rwanda, ofa ho nwa na wadru Guinea, ofa ho nwa na wakwa kodru Burkina, ofa ho nwa na wakodru a tutu ansa frere sa nkofo nyina na ode omo baaye.
Yeah. I think say what na chiri no sua de bebre. Yes say oni ama hwegu na ho hihye. I learned from one of his speeches said this time around no. Percentage of how I bet link it together in terms of development in Africa, you build it together. I think say no one amuntu that now or the A2 or the ability all these president ahodo a oto nsa from nyina so omombra nino greeting day na omunyina ebe echi no enti ohene de ten say Ibrahim Traore no ne ba na oba Ghana no a Ghana for boje ne so no ne nyuma pa oye anyhow I mean o develop Burkina no na ma manfo do no
we dey yes party ne party for abegu ayi na che say ye be propaganda bia what papa ne dini ne oye na ama wo do no
simple eno ano no adwuma pa wo buntra ye ne hu bia efe obeye Burkina mampani ana obedi Burkina oman nanim no oh in fact wo hye ma ye toto ya me na makase wa hwe bedu bebi no Ghana for bedwane akobokina so obu kwakọ ye adwuma ho apiska dia mafi because abrante nani abri ehye oman no kakra eno na ma a developer sa odo na man na even ne ba na oba Ghana no hene no so na very risky because so we ku na so free o man na we ku no ewu mu no na wo kwa county fofora na wa anya careful la onim so etimi chew ho yeah etimi chew it is omo ba Ghana so dey be
over how akwa we ba oba Ghana say hwan na be che no hwan
oh say bia say fani say bia omampani John Dramani Mahama say ke bia we align with Europeans ko betimi ne western for na ye one no mama squad ababe wo area hono ti ono no Ibrahim Traore ne ba ne na petre kitikiti ne ya che no ho
nka samre yen ma mennom ya papa mu nyina we bi hwene dabokin na we
ya ti wo so a o man ne be declare say ya che mo mampani ti no mo nto aba na the man na back to democracy and say the man na back to civilian rule
yeah chi we ne safoforo declare was say meso military man meso maje yeah
I think say abrantie no akokoduro na odi atusa na mo a odi age ne man a o hyehye o man no
enye mpemfo se na no musisi odjoli a no mo kra hwe ne ohwe o twam no mo hwe ne si ya
34 years o hini 34 years o nyini bia
o ya kunya ne si yes o 36 so o je 2 years ni
36 years na odi sa akokoduro we age ne man si no international nation Emma Mumfaye se kan ya na nkasa and uda botre na utie ni speech ni bia utim se no abrantie we on Thomas Sankara na akwa saban honestly
anybody believe say omuhu Jerry John Rawlings honhom ewo akwa we mu ebi sese omu Thomas Sankara honhom onimu na Thomas Sankara so na damfo ne Jerry John Rawlings
ye krom ha say no ye military no eventually your politicians let me capture the military. Ghana politicians they learn omusua de pa. So because the Ghana politicians omusua de a and they are very intelligent. They know say and quite some omubedi in terms of governance and ruling no military can punish them and for that matter what do they do? So they started corrupting and destroying the military from the scratch.
So try you Akufo-Addo pension matters yes try.
And the man first
menya ayipa yes try no mo ye bia emu na ache no
we are omubeyi wama make us some of
because yes ya ban net so ye mpene mamo na mo plan na entumo
before say we betima ye cool he say bia wunya a lot of the military men no more support wo agenda we military man now person we to aban gu a he say wunya wankasa wo military for no bebre na mo support to tie agenda na chi e ma betima successful say do na against this agenda now o trigger bibia ye be crepo ye be chill so e be kokun the TT say say no ye military no it doesn't consist of people that have the profession at heart that wants to serve the nation, that wants to passionately, that loves the profession passionately, that want to go to the military passionately from their heart. They want to put their life on the line for the country. Our military does not consist of those people.
My said in Nkwenti no muntumi nye ku kire say wo mu wo de wo nkwa beto ama o man kra no Sika yejo ni trauma obe family atete e betete no.
Our military today has been corrupted because it is full of party boys. And no their campaign before say be recruiting. Na ya dia kwa bonte say your military for no. Ye chairman ministers and MPs no be ade ne nkrofo ba. Ti bi NDC ministers the money pa be 5 beko. Na NDC ministers wa ba me na so do nkrofo be 10 aba. Until at the end of the day no, the military will be full of party boys.
Sorry, bro.
Police will be full of party boys. That is why and then ye chroma say no e be yedini so be say military man be say ma sorry say the cost no nyeti no me take over by there be aban bi obaba so bia no make sure say was increasing military for na katiam. Now they give them enough more money. They increase on market ebinum omutimi increase akatiam 300%, 200%, 100% every 2 weeks. They are trying to build a comfort and a safe haven for the military. It won't even come on your mind to say go and take over the country. Oh, then I'll call you country in India. You are being paid well. You are being given.
My fabi sango
we are guessing now. Over krum now do atadi keke krati. O de atadi for kai. You know lot of it. Ukoto ba na se undi la so. Wo de react. I would do krum. Say ti we military man. I'm out to kwase kwesa. For something like that to happen there, I myself, I don't.
John Mahama 2 minutes. One papa ohia den ti a ohia sa papa we mean the are you sure so bet me apply the tactics and the style of Kagame's and these Dumboyas and the Ibrahim Traores or more Nibiana because most especially this man on its original me whom baby a Paul Kagame akokoto. Near the answer goodness to say you who seems similar post will be or better to or move into come out. Now as of what the on yet. She say and she shall dear go over Rwanda, meaning say well himself be boss so. And this man having this man in front of you, no. Still, what that's who are so for more concern men am do by men and bomb pie, and we are him crunum names and I gaze in the marco, ya to party a mom. Menoka say go to party mom. Even today, in Cremofo was there. Say a Muslim's prayer and Thanksgiving. Ubi or no desire so a home and the bar power day. I could be to me and adopt his star we be. I'm a man free and offer me no me him say until se papa no and I ye benya ubi. Our beba ubi you suka game most tight. Maybe I see Mahama as specialization. Too much peche.
The ten say there is a difference between somebody coming to power through the military way and somebody coming to power through a civilian way and as a democratic way and as a voting election. For Kagame, Obefa Rwanda for the first time, Obama penny, yeah, that's what they didn't buy. One more saying, one bit to catch them. Also, a military man, sir, and also be the mind. Now, or a conscious man. Okay, it will only take a conscious leader to be able to develop his or her country. No religious leader, no leader, the mentality is filled with this religious concept and religious doctrines. They may develop on the mind because the makers answer. So the military way in the bar, you have the power, and we are conscious. You know the problem Africa is facing. You know the root cause of these problems, and you directly hit the solution. For Kagame, when he took over in Rwanda, he knows that Asofo and the church are one major problem to the development of the country. And for that matter, he set the precedence or he set the laws and the rules. Say, "Sa one man churches ne baza wala nyamia frem no krom dem pe krom ha." You have to go to university to acquire some knowledge, to get some professional certificate that proves say without even Bible crown, you can impact the people with some certain knowledge and wisdom. And no than China, you have to make sure say you have a first aid clinic in the church because not all problems, yes. Not all problems are pray for me problems. Some problems People may think that they need a pastor, but they need a paracetamol. Yes, you might need a paracetamol, but you think you need a pastor. You don't need a pastor, you need a paracetamol. In Rwanda, sorry, you have a first aid in the church or around the church. What the problem the bar? Because that's of Funako school now, university, you know, identify the problem with you. Kohano Muma Wadru, Kohano Mun diagnose, Kohano Muma first aid, do
say, Womo Moko Adumchi Honoma, fibroid and Yem Kutu, Onko me, you know, or so Benum Subula Gusama Shanke, Adianchi, na fibroid na ikutu pa.
Mo. Eti enyema we na poka ga me digu akwam a watimi ede apeja Rwanda esi baby a kakra ekoso ye mampani we mu no omo de abato e ba power and oman bia mo de abato ba power bia no you can never do away with religious people and religious leaders then, because the religious leaders they are in control of the masses as I'm speaking with you now. Opambo alone has over 20,000 people. They listen to what comes out from Opambo's mouth and they do whatever Opambo will say. Usubempa has over 10,000 people. They listen to Usubempa and they will do whatever Usubempa will say. Niger Gezi has over 5,000 people. They listen to Niger Gezi because they said they are self-acclaimed men of God. They will listen to Niger Gezi and they will say whatever comes out from Niger Gezi mouth is what they are going to go by. If you are living in a country, you need the people's vote before you can become a leader. That's how I would say you have this mission of fighting the church, fighting the religious leaders. You can never become a president. They will fight you. They will deal with even because Ghana Christianity and Islam. That Christianity dominated same Islam. That place also affected even Boamah. Ghana has said, we don't elect based on policies, based on ideologies, based on we don't elect. We elect based on tribe, based on religion, and based on the partisan affiliation. Many fear for Evest, Andish for there Ayazu. Tribe line. Maybe they are come for MPP for where they cry kukumbu. Yet if you know NDC for where they are tribal line, that is where we vote. If you are sorry, religious line, hey, me sofi politician be the ban in chain, politician be the ban me sofi nasi. Papa you talk about my into Ubahia, Adum Chedia has numbers now. Etina Muhammad Druho now Boamah so Adum Chedia. Boamah is a Muslim, and it is haram for a Muslim to go to the church. But in politics, political games, you need the numbers. So Boamah will put the Islam law aside and will go to the Christians because he needs the numbers over there. Without those numbers, you can never win power. And when you win power, you can never do away with these pastors, because the pastors are the ones that are going to program the people and tell them, say, the hardship, the difficulties are caused by Satan, not the politician. The pastors are the one going to brainwash the politicians. I mean, the people. The pastors are the one going to brainwash the masses. They are going to tell them, if we are sending about we or send for na kekano, we fear for by for na yo. Entina wajuma samunko ye. Entina usika samunko ye. Enya man of na Bible no crack say we are sending back on the way ya and yamamu by entry. A pastor not easy the pressure from the politician. Instead of the masses massing up in their numbers to demonstrate and put pressure on the politician, they will mass up in churches and praying. But in Germany, the people descend on the streets, they don't go to churches.
Over 2025, 3rd January, you see Muse Kungrai and a new laws. Near my Yasin Ewo Germany and the PA. Ye de Sikakakra Akankwalaho, but your minimum wage enkwala omo under age a omo ye adwuma ne na ogye no se wogye or the same 13 euros a say yesi yamfa nko 13 euro 80 che say wohwe niema ya sesa no ya ye atme di niema kakraka say obi a wo ye adwuma mpacho 2 hours se wo Germany now ye adwuma 2 hours ya na 530 euros 2 hours mpacho ye de say ye de akọ 558 or 550 something ya tutututu entino krono se bibi ne nkoya yeni bepo bia ne enwura bia se achimota forest bi obekona nipa hye ho ka san kwase asem no yesu kroma ni nyina eni ti ameka kire se krowe o prayer topic no duru hanoma about 95% of o prayer topic ni nyina has been solved by Bruni. So you don't pray. So I don't know the last time me full train me too kwan enrate me servo na accident die ya mompire sa ntwa accident mu a enyasi a esisi wo accident mu na akum finish eno kura no Bruni ne besen akwa hwem se e bia na we die enyasi an na esisi aye sa na yobi ni akona yakotena se ni akoya nhwehwe mu sisi am na oka say ukọ America Los Angeles eja kakraka bi ato America shin kofo adan se nkofo adan no sisi am na oka say yetimi anya suspect say enye jana ne pe na ehye because ye wa wobrem winter enka wo de yenko sama mpo na eja nhihye me na oka say omanya suspect mpacho Los Angeles baby ahye ne kakraka no quarter plot wo Kantamanto ahye enyanya suspect quarter plot aje and over
Ohene
adentia ye wo Ghana na ye bompa ye pa adwuma ye beduru han obi a mompa ye so da bi okọ adwuma
mo and unim kwasi Bruni a advance e wa adwenim ahun say asase na ye wo so no man the problem man the solution ewiase na ya ba no nipa ene benya asem na nipa nso na beso asema no na nipa nso na besi asema no enti na onse wo ka say Los Angeles da hye na ekoso no ma wo say ma me ma how taba mama you are welcome
how is it
yeah onse wo ka say o manya suspect Los Angeles da na hye no
but
Ghana yenya suspect because so for kwahwe abani bi wi ni kokonte wi no begina ho be ka kire mpe afia ye besimi da hye besisi wajina kire nipa obesisi da no o de ohun say Ghana di hye but wantima hu nipa obesisi da no so for kwahwe abani bi kwase ampa ni bi ebedi ne bachi fufu awie ebedi da nkasa kokonte wi abeso abefa bible abegina ha be ka kire dom ne say nyame bie mani no afia ye besimu no da hye besisi eti abrochira ka mra be frɛ po so fo ne se bra ja hyehyɛ ne besi wafa kwa be ne be fa so why ne be ye nti ya no why ka abrochira ka be frɛ no
obi beja ne gas esi so aka ne yenkwa ne yen cause of gas problem
mo but ye kro ma say no ye mfrɛ ne nka hwe eja ne etom wi a me no ka say e ho hye brim wi ye no o masa akoto nnua ese ebobɔ bi wo ho no
omo ankasa da na omo electricians carpenters ni ade esi dan anu no market ni
mo enti ohini ye kro ma say no the politicians can never do away with the religious leaders because the religious leaders they help them a lot. John Dramani Mahama ebaye waka on several times say ye mompaye. I think I have some of the me person me share let me quote mom. I say ye mompaye na enema mu be den kakra because empire na what but I don't have this. I have it on the phone. I think say, maybe some of you have seen it. Let us ahead. The politicians can never do away with the religious leaders because the religious leaders play a major role. The religious leaders will help them for the citizens, good politicians. Let me say this here for all of you listening to me, for you to understand. Say, Africa ne Ghana. Bonsam nim ho hwe, ufie nim ho hwe, ba ifo bia nya obi ahwe. Amamu na nye, masa amamu na nye. Leadership na nye. bonsam nim ho hwe bayifobia nim ho hwe abranti a wotie me usi kasema nko yi no o maame obushe obufefo nya wo hwe adwuma na enni ho na adwuma na ho no so akatia na enye. Imagine say obi afọ adwuma no ma 1,000 Ghana a month. 1,000 Ghana a month na odema on. Utility and then cost of living nko akra 700 afrim. How much left? Say naka. Ah obeti be dey atena se dey abobra. Ohini timinka.
Of all them
Say na beka. Enti mesra branch ababa wa wotie me. Awaresem na eniama nko yie no bonsam bia ne baye bia anya wo hwe. Wankasa de ama wadwe nyina akogina se wo power ne se wo pu bia obehwe. Wankasa wanya adwuma bi na wo ye na ka wo koba na wo sike bia kura ka bema bia kwa hwadwene kura ma otrim. Na mu masa se wonya adwuma bi a ma wa e busy wo koba wo make money a wo bo brenti no. Wadwene se obi mewaro na nipa promotion nti wadwene se wonya obi sa e kire sa brabor waka kire enye sa enyema na enye. Ye economy mama mu ni na enye. And it's all leadership program.
Kafra.
It is all leadership program. Accident it is so you krom ha akra kuma sequence so boy phobia nya hwe bonsam bia nya hwe. Bet enkofo we asofo we no e okrom say abomode na succeed. Atwe dom na adwene akogina sa point no. Nti ama politician why relaxed and reluctant why free kakra. Because oman for no beka kogina solid them at the pressure na ko go bonsam so. At the pressure na ko go to pay. At the pressure na ko
we dey yanka adofo kakra. Since Simla Poshaman, Owusu Bempa Hamukuru, or Kofa Bemben, any ade, and they do a Kufuado Negana 14 say, two may be a 1 man care, but high Kufuado money to me, money my knee. Mo ain't said to me, or no Owusu Bempa one suit to me. Now, or who's too many cry dean, too many de Akodi Abrakataba, and a Bakodi Simla Poshua. Intino, Baku Sanka, no me answer. Na watwitwa saa tumi no na wase ama unua abemben a oyuginem over ye along the way na eguso a unua ebu man ne bana no ye te so mo say problem e wo ho no your man no tumi bi na ha ye ntine saa problem no yenko na yenko ye fasting mompaye na yentwitwa saa de no se na be ya because mpacho bibia situation bi na Ghana wo mu politicians but they can't say we are spiritual. I think say doom so ana say spiritual instead of say sovereign enti say na yenya Niger gazing beduko bees the opambos the when we no minister also form way o metwa no ho ahye say the same time say na ekui oh two me go no be hadwo mahama ni money mind no
ma mention come we wa hase o wa sofo na ye be kwa kwoto aba omu nyina de omu nsa be good on mahama so enye nyame bia na yi bibia kire omu se mahama be wi ni ntina ana nyame bi na aka bibia kire omu se mahama be wi ni ntina omu ade omu nsa ko gu nsu asofo no they have eventually studied our political culture and they studied the 8-year terrain and the sort of people try 8 years better than 20 and for that matter probability saying this be winning is higher than MPP because 8 years MPP at about 8 years
into mo kra afunu nipa no
yes ohufunu Ghana ni automatically na power o first 4 years why nya hwe kra na ohun hye da nya Ghana ni na hisa after 4 years no 6 7 8 years ohun be Ghana ni na hi enti probability say wo position no be winning is high we enyan kom se wo me na me bia ka hwenkyere me from statistics na me dey kasam we se Baumia and Kennedy or whoever will lead the MPP in 2028 and 2032 say this international 8 years 2032 people probably lead the MPP no these same pastors will go and come and tell Ghanaians say they say na me den nsato okay in the new way say or no be the mind
wakanda da mpacha Owusu Bempa aka
okay
say radio aka kire ne say the next you know a terrain na yato Baumia so
okay Ubeka said agronomudi these pastors are businessmen and they do business with these politicians so support party never power they I mean they overlook a lot of things for you to be able to have safe environment to do your business. So support to party na party na power. And yes, a party na betam scammer wo. Omo tam sika mfa nhyɛ wo nsa. But business a wo ya and ka wo ma fa wo be strict on you. Omo yi omo.
And I'm what problem say. Akwa we John Mahama confirm ne say o die na obesua afiri no ana man ne meye den. Papa yi ba ye no ni krum wasizi asofo nkwase ampafo nkwase ankomhyefo no. Ama ni kru na ye stable and we jaga na fo mu nyina be ko Rwanda. Enti John Mahama obetimi ayade we bi sa me ya wo tafri asofo trumi.
The bontimi insist of bi akwa okroma. Even when IGP Dampare last year 31st night wa me mass of one is no bi ansem koma or edifie and panic baba. This year ultimate kasa chere say hey who had been obey amasa Boamah ni pass my shiko.
Yeah. The baby original na hwe ni ti.
Itohini ye kroma de ye politicians no money asofo no e na ye adwuma. Kennedy Japan sorry ye e wa asofo we so. We the true baby no mpani for ka say hey ade a wo yi e kofu be ma ade ahwere you e na ade ahwere obo. Omo ba Kennedy jai as soon as possible. Kennedy taso Kennedy kananu tum.
Hey,
Kennedy jai wan ka bi wan traso bi. Kennedy abusafo am hwe on TikTok mesramo my phone my battery no is remaining 10% on TikTok. Into
YouTube. Also I'm joining YouTube.
I'm joining on YouTube. Why? Or Oheneba David TV or the Nation Anchor TV on YouTube.
The Nation Anchor TV.
Yeah, because my battery is 10%. But we see here. Kennedy Japan sorry was so for we no person could be a master na arguing. But if you try to tackle the church or the religious leaders, you are going to lose election. You can't. It's opening Mampani John Dramani Mahama. Until contract of in any way, you can't.
Say no, you got nothing to lose. Nearby me no. This man or only be no anti yes, I also the book of records say the worst and the most stupid, the most senseless, the most why Ghana memum because
anyone
last chance
I dare ba kwaya na bibiri we say you didn't come to power from on the ticket of your family. One more power on the ticket of your family. You came to power on the ticket of a political party. You will reign or your time will pass away, but the political party will still be there. And you don't do something that will give you a good name and give the political party a bad name.
No offer. There be an Akufo-Addo the one who Akwana gu party ni say kurung. Akufo-Addo.
Mami ka mi chira mu. Akufo-Addo wongu MPP.
Wagu no.
Wama MPP ayesikafo. MPP say MPP wo sika papa. Ongu party no. MTF omo Ghana for hini and omo afono Ghana for ni atu abeti o. But omo wo sika. Omo to no position for the next 20 years nkra na omo ho nchire omo.
Akwawe nkwasa asema okan was Mr. Speaker, the country is not broke.
Me say Akufo-Addo ongu MPP o. Eye 8 years mantra. Mamika se minchire o hene. 2016 Abraye to aba na MPP win ye. MPP won the same like as NDC have won. 2016 MPP winning over 1 million margin, and we were all saying this is the first of its kind. This is unprecedented. This is the history. That. Emma even parliament krano first 4 years no MPP nya vast parliamentarian ja NDC. Emma bebre na kan de no mo kan ne ya ni bi. And NDC agu and MPP agu NDC. Fast forward, after 4 years in power, we came to have a hanging parliament. You bring a hanging parliament, now MPs were almost the same. Not even the presidential vote, I think NPP used 200,000 votes to win NDC in 2020 elections. And I'm getting to 2028, MPP no why Hiama they see 2016 are replicating 80 me this win NDC winning the same thing Ghana for the MPP in 2016 unprecedented And the Ghana forces started the same thing NDC this year, unprecedented, over 1 million plus margin. What do you say? First 4 years, your court 2028 election, MPP will close the gap. Vote NDC, the MPP in this election, over 1 million. MPP be close the gap. No. Parliamentarians now, less than even 90 MPs. No. MPP beba binya biya bana bedusa. Ebru 2032 that is the terrain of our politics and our voting pattern. That is what it is. There is nothing new. MPP 2016. The politicians, they understand the game. They are not worried. Obika just say for MPP, it is a lie. One more my yesikafo, one more yesikankasa, or medical position. She how more? And how much of a position?
Abua papa ne ayi chema untumi asabia no momudi no ho momfo bia ho kra
money na moje money keke money hwe odet no
no fa yetu abawie no mpache hwe John Jinapo ene Abu Jinapo ne gina ho no ne brother aba power ono no free power
fili omutu ni ada omutu fili omutu
Ewurade Nyankopon
me fili omutu
nipa
ada omutu John Jinapo ne Abu Jinapo e common ndi obia dabi obia nko position dabi obia bedidi we ko power we ko position we baba power we ko position we baba power it's John Jinapo ne Abu Jinapo there strategically mama place themselves very well wo for her I'm so me for her say for her bedidi eti suru bi anim anti John Jinapo ne Abu Jinapo there adwuma pa no ye de sa
yenhwe na yenye se ne ye rap ba no over asemba ko abetudwa me ho adwiri me unim kwabena akwa ye friend sen akwa ye odahu ya ayi
Oheneba Boamah na
Oheneba hwan Boamah unia na so etiemu na me wo video no ha I think say me fa video no to so mebo audio na ma watibi mebo bia ma wate over
Trana church there Kings Leopold Trana church there
was this
play Oheneba 790 Oheneba 790 Madam Roma. Because automatically the Bema will be so on and I want invitation no Mumra Messa. And you see, yeah, boom, yeah. Now then I do so John Dramani Mahama Power. Nayena, ye Kodina, ye Kodini Yasa. Ukumanga me co prison, one invitation. Oh, yes.
Afa we me eno ana mabachiro no unua na aka sunagum no se wo Mahama ma support wa bawuchi doma kan ho asem eduru se wo kwakwa kodidi no wanom o kan se wo beko ho ahwan di na party o ka se wo be ye akwakura ba ko o se wo beko ho ni moni ade ampa wa ha se wakoni nyina bi hwe NDC ani gi agina enjoy na si no mbobo nyoma yi hwe sese wo ho to ato o sika e beba begu o so and akwaso o ka obi konkrofo e Soliman no ne ade afi no obehwe atuatua obi aka baako sese uni ana ha se complain I say I invited no dinner na say and so to my surprise meti hono ma yenkohwe a se wo hwe comment section wa na nkofo otwere Raf Raf na so sikan kotokuro na ye de shavu akuta ni benkum wodi kotokuro twa nam sei wodi shavu asane sei saw no watu agu nanum bra pantan ewi ase apantan ewi na do na sei ya uni adidi ani jai we no be na no tru mini o se we home
Oyele man must chop man tire man must chop la I was in the pedidi
you see ya dia say the end game ni na na kai we ya conteme
oh yeah so oyele
you so ba be hye mu wa boko no him
Feed
the country over. Now, I want you to say something about this. All the people who are saying feed the country, were campaigning for John Mahama, say we feed the country for no. Say so feed the country is NDC group.
My main starting free. Oheneba Boamah case no so. On say one sad thing in Africa, they say Africa na yeto aba wie eyi akandifo. Yeto aba ma almost say your situation na enyim. Your condition na enyim. Ti mumra mesi die. You tell brother ti wu nipa. Na unu ta. Djuma na akoye na djuma no so tax na da wanim na ya header. Do you jubilate or celebrate? I mean, let's be real over here. Put your party aside. I mean, whenever you come to listen to me from day one, I've been saying this. So, I'm make kasa. We NDC nina uti me after when this is am tunchai. We NPP nina uti me after when PP is am tunchai. So, yes, I know to me fan tunchai in TM kura come for here. Fili hako because ukwa kadi pa bako pa me catch them. Me say, so here the state of your mind. Na ye wa huchiru. Na ye huchiri ye mining ye ni ma tete asai. Economy ni ye nipa bre. Na ye fa se bra. Na bra na beboa ye be yi free mo a. Yi wa wo buy na wa started to party e celebrate e jubilate. Mo America no pam Donald Trump win ye no mo ye party ana. Mo America o mo developer do baby o mo timi kura e hwe manfo hwe nkola hwe senior citizens adwuma bu honum. Donald Trump quite almost a billionaire that me person more educated some of us. Omo ye party bia na e bia na ma bi tina me person me comparison keto bia.
Madaroma of a me de me ya no sa nkwase asem na nsi wa ha.
Me person me o Germany, Germany asem na America. Bebre wa America omo hwe yem. Omo family comment section.
Vivian Denchra a comment you asem pacho Debbie.
Me pacho Vivian no America. Me pacho me pa America for na no makasa. Me say me person me bisa asem because me can be asem so. Why? Me kata kire banyansa for nya kwasuafo na me nyomo kase eti wo anaze o party 17 ati afọ come for here me say mo America no Donald Trump win ye no wo mo to party na asembisa because o show man bi ti say America baby o ma develop dra ye use be kandinia the obey crash down fa ho system is already in place a o man kasa nam ne kwan so dada eti so o mu kra no ayi bampani na say wo mo to party a na say ye na ye wo atecheni amana donko we mu no ye ni ye yakandifo na say before sakandifo no be hye adwuma sekra no omudi kan to party a ede ne ka kire ode ne ba utiri bet na to bet ato apa peki ye be didi
Meba there's one useless boy you are handing be busa question be misraw I can simbi ohana I think say me hunti no what the yanko
ohini that man for the church no if I don't say no party no picnic no Thanksgiving America eyi kandinia right away the mechanic say Trump win pe no start here to say the na John Dramani Mahama ya wo na obehwe ha wo na obeye we wo na obeye we yemfa ni si ade so kra
na offer se meba memo ato so sempo America ne sankru ya bobodin kra omoya ba bi omaduru no ukuru amane nemu no wanya ho owie ye oye okọ sorry ehihye hampers akese mu ne nam eguguso ne ade ye chei ofiri honom oba beye ho ahwan party mepa even enne Muslims kora kwa koshi omo so eje omani didi na omo so bom esa edos
ohini ye wa Africa ase see the tax ebeto ye so na se omo gi tax ituma na mpanifo na kwa tax no ho party yeti ha omo di 11 be hye ye kon omo gi 11 tum no makoye 11 no ho party akutwa 11 ho cake wahini ye criticize ye do you know the hypocrisy in people? Some of them watching us, they are very hypocrite and bias in their partisan way on. Amama share their Ghana Nina City.
What kind hypocrite? You're not just a wow, Jimmy.
I don't blame the politicians anymore. The Ghanaians are very hypocrite and they are very deceitful people.
Jimmy.
They are criticizing. About on the company, and criticizing. You was saying, Anna, NPP administration, at the call IMF.
In the UK, we do celebrate when our party wins. I am part of the Conservative Party in the UK. UK no, so more party win yana or more party kakra, almost celebrate kakra.
Ohini, you will say UK, Germany, America, you depend on. Say me go school, me go secondary school. Now me fear me free na or when for back. Because I said, obi ya the guy case na or the all sort of your friend is saying conflicts in the ya na me hu a me mama ni mbre no me come me chop boss mu a me guy ni me sugar me de buy na makoya me de na me de because me hu ba bia me free ba me nkoma me ho pressure nkofo so me ho say adenti na ma nya sa ne ma na ode ba because ma hwe ba bia me free ba de me nya ma me de aba na me de aba ti so atsa na me betena wo school mu hasi nti mi frantomago ti mi nim pipira agro. Okay. Africa ye awenfo afa ni ye F.F afa ni ye develop. I was say ye amototo omo develop no ye de omo ye ni bia na. Abra MPP wa omo de ye call IMF. Omo koye Kenke party because IMF has accepted say they will help us. Nti omo be ye Kenke party. Kenofori atamo kwahye white e koye Kenke party. We Kenke party ni free wa. Omu pass E-levy, omu koye E-levy one party, kucha E-levy okay.
Missy we actually mo. I didn't have say ebem Ghana Boy TV. Menu Ghana Boy. Debbie. I think I need to invite my brother. Did you give me your number, Ghana Boy? Ko TikTok na send me a DMCC na me ma link na bra. Ghana Boy. Can hon CC since you are watching me, no. Mema link I'm joining you. I can call TikTok, DM me with your number. Let me send you a link. Of Atwazo.
Ohini, ye kroma ye penny for no. Omo dia mania be swaya. No mo say yama. Omo ye home party. No mo celebrity.
Okay.
Same thing. Ya two very ye candy for. One mo kachire ye say the omaya ye omaya tetiapro. The country is at a crossroad. Fortunately for you guys, Ghanaians have given you the mandate. More year party. No problem. Some of us we don't have problem because we know all this. We know this Kokoba in the deba. We know them. We know their governance. We know their leadership. We are just hoping say something new will pop up this time around. And other than that, we are not expecting anything much. We know the already thing. Now when a party now a course a binumwa or my year juma, whether direct or indirect, whether intentional or unintentional. Ebinum enya invitation to the party and ebinum so enya invitation and ebinum esu and ebinum ekekam say adenti na yanton sa amfere omo ebini Oheneba asema Oheneba video ya wo boy say yanton sa amfere no e wo party na sin wega na ohene uya no to nchen a messages in my WhatsApp messages coming and na obia na papa offer na sa mu squad na mu cruise na mu ya na mu ye didi sa na mu ye NDC for na oba akokra dia asema me testing ne say hey wa boda mana uhu me wo ha obeka bi sa me sa kwasa say mu ade na ko bi so ko wo je political party MPP ni NDC o mu bi ye program ma masi wa na madu hoda say ye press conference say ye media engagement say ye party whatever o mu say madu hoda ejade nti na omo nko bi so na me na ba bisa me mo bi afa san kwasa question ne ma me di e mo bi mo nko omo mo ni mo nko bisa wo mo we na beba ye hu asomasi ye hu obenten ebi kura se kan ne nkoti ba etwa nam chitra Ohene, adia bakwa, me starting no, me sua and term say, Ohene, in Ghana politics no, there is a particular culture. Sa ban bi ati akunya so a, all the groups are best sorry, I was our ban asia, or mobile or yechra hodo, be demonstration, a hodo, be say a cano cratch to me a hodo. 95% to 98% of all sort of groups and people on Besodeno, yeah, not mostly no. They are people they have interest in the opposition party. They are supporters of the opposition party. They are sympathizers of the opposition party. The in Ghana politics, young politics are the culture of our politics. When they say this in the world by 95% of groups are who do mount up under this administration in now. 95% of them, either they are supporters, either they are sympathizers, or either eventually they will give their support to the MPP in opposition. The same thing applies to when MPP is in opposition. Any group, any form of, even including even people that speak or that criticize the government, 95% of them, either they are supporters, they are sympathizers, or eventually they will align or support the opposition party. That is why the moment we popped up on social media, we started criticizing our leaders. What was the name they were calling us? And they didn't know nobody pray.
I'm saying NDC4.
Voila. Because when NDC was in power in 2014-15, them coming, there were a lot of groups they mount up. AFAC, accountable for alliance governance, and let my vote count. There were so many groups and there were so many people, journalists, media personals that were talking, criticizing the NDC administration. At the end of the day, they all went and gave their support to the NPP. When the NPP came to power, some of them were given a lot of positions. Some of them were put on boards, various boards. Some of them were positioned very well. And the Ghanaians know, say, Abai Biaba, Omo and that's the people from the opposition. That is why when Face the Country, when freedom fighters, when we popped up, when we were talking, demonstrating, people quickly branded us saying, go forward here, NDC4. No problem. I was giving time. I was giving time the test of time. I was patiently giving time the benefit of the doubt. Say NDC fool. Time is the only exposer. Time is the only greatest exposer. Irrespective of the number of times I may explain natural say you might not believe it. Irrespective of the number of the countless times I remember the catcher say you might not accept it. But a brebe yes, action speaks louder than words. And I think it's that time has been just. Time has exposed a lot of these guys who were in the Face the Country, in the freedom fighters, that were sympathizers and that support the NDC, which is not bad, and not bad. But be truthful and honest to the people. Say, yes, I did when me percent NDC but power, and I say me support NDC. Be honest to the people. Me can't say me the Debbie, me NDC. Meanwhile, NDC for a press conference, you be out here. NDC for a party, get together party, be out here. Now, who go to Abuja? No one would have actually said, let's give time the best benefit of the doubt. Time will do it on just to everybody, and time is dealing with people. I can't say much, but I think the people over there or the people out there are doing their own judgment out there. I don't have anybody to explain or to criticize. People are doing their own just out there.
Ghana boy. Mama here na mimio Mike and ma. Mini am want to say. Wonderful. Adiasa, meaning say about 127 or Ghana. Still we na I didn't tell na.
Menda. They be Jimusa bomb research. Do your research. And see they be a dinner research and not the action.
one of the a year ya can't to a senka yempesi a bay, but my heart for you, no. Me name's a mechanism this here. For some time, you decided say young freedom fighters, ye be mo bi kwan kra ma on ye be program na si nim nipa na ye nye bed America kra ni. I say ye share TikTok any ade. Me huni say oye one of the genuine guys. Now so se chinampo osisakra anya hwe. Sa na wi aseti agwa de sa wale no. Bibia tumi sim na age tintontan. Ni ebesi bia na ebeja ne nyina ama okokroko yi. Enne ya ma okwan freedom fighters yem page so na owe. Papa di ni ekoso kakra akra ni ade no mi se wahu bi wachi bi kakra opese o kan bia no. Ma me ma wakonya no na kasa kakra.
First of all, Canada was so I'm no. Na mechia what's phone ya.
Piao.
Ebano freedom fighters, freedom fighter no. Me Ghana boy initially. Me DM de mu cry ma. Me message is tag me na me question na fix the country for a party or mako dinner a whole lot. And now they are closer to the national cake. And then Mami Dikai and Kasa Kakra Samaba sa development needs in this one. Personally, me Ghana boy me obia. Yebano freedom fighter krana. I didn't want to be tagged as a freedom fighter in the first place. And politics was something that, on you need to be frank, I never wanted to get my life involved anywhere around politics. But this is what happened. Also, me doing Ghana boy and programs now me here TikTok. I move around places. I go to the airport, Kotoka International Airport. I don't go there in the name of any political party. I just go and I promote Ghana. Ghana is the most beautiful country in the world. I've been to Yeji, I've been to Elmina Castle, Cape Coast. I've been to so many places, Ashanti region. I've been walking all over. Sometimes I even go to the markets. Market women, I'm a track for, oh, Ghana is very beautiful. So this is how you see. Yes, today is market day, just to let the world see what is going on in Ghana. Now, this was where the twist happened. Baby, demonstration, Galam say, now, this was what people were doing. The Galamsey demonstration, it became a national issue. And all of a sudden, I started seeing some strange people on my live stream. You know, I don't do politics. Come to the live stream, because of the name Ghana Boy, people come and then they will start. Ghana Boy, you say you love Ghana, the youth are fighting for good water. Why are you not talking about it? Somebody will come again. Ghana Boy, the demonstration is coming. Announce to your followers that demonstration is coming for Ghana water. We need to have Galamsey is killing us. Talk about it. And personally, I knew, say, getting closer to election, when you start hearing things like this, there is 95% possibility, say, they are using the intelligence of other people. They will pick up issue that is really happening, and then they'll just use it to lure people, get their voice all together. And in the end, when there's a change of government, you see those people close to the national cake, like what we see now. And then to the individual who genuinely came out there to make noise that Galamsey is killing us, blah, blah, blah. Your voice was just used by these people to get to where they want to get to. And the problem will still be there. So when the pressure became so loud on Oheneba, I was like, no. With the way people are tagging me as I'm not a good citizen, every day I'm walking around the country, I love Ghana, I'm traveling everywhere, I'm going to market, and Galamsey, the youth are calling for this, and Ghana Boy, you're not adding your voice. I was like, no, let me do my investigation. I did my own, I don't want to say I'm smart, but I think in life, before you take any action, if you are wise, you need to know where you are heading to. I did my investigation. I actually had to meet some of these Face the Country guys. I actually had to speak to some of them on phone. And per my phone conversations with them and per my meeting with some of them, which I came out with how the meeting went. There was one of them I went to, he told me plainly that we should do this for NDC to come to power.
That was Ralph, men Mate. And I just said, when Ralph didn't come on, or my catch.
Thank you. Thank you. So when I came out, I wasn't saying this because I want to expose somebody. No. I was saying this because the number of people that were on my platform that were seeing me as a bad person because I wasn't adding my voice to the youth. I wanted to clarify to them that, listen, I have done my research, and per my research, these guys are all doing what they are doing for the NDC. And I'm not ready. Yes, we all want to be rich in life. Yes, we all want to acquire wealth in life. But personally, I'm not ready to acquire richness or wealth in this direction. I'm not ready to...
Maybe offer the nation anchor ni one so can one about with DM man now much less oh Charlie one ye model NDC by ye did work and one now we dear catch them in quantity. My mute, you know.
Well, offer
what when you sure so what can one normal say Charlie yenye one yen campaign man.
Don't come crack offer your crowd here. Later crana. I say maybe he was also doing a very good job. Offer idea
okay. Eja say nipa ho ayehu. Wan hia na ko e wa hye ne gogos
I'm very before I get into anything, I like to do my research. So I had to call somebody like Raf, and then we arranged a meeting at Accra. That was when those conversations happened. And then I backed off, and I stated it clearly on social media that I'm not part of any fix the country. And people started talking, Ghana boy, you are not a Ghanaian youth. Even if they are NDC, is the Galamsey not real? I said the Galamsey is. We are not saying the Galamsey is not real. But what we are talking about is, there's no problem. Nobody has a problem with NDC. Nobody has a problem with, let me put this on record. If John Mahama is going to make Ghana better, we all want the betterment of Ghana. Yeah. If today John Mahama comes and say, whatever happened in my first tenure, this time around, we are trying our best to get everything right, Ghana will be great. Hallelujah. But what we are talking about is for an individual, for a group of people to use deceit, lie to the citizens, lie to the youth in the name of coming to fight for a good cause. But rather, these people are doing this for a change of government, for them to be seen close to the national cake. That is what I think. This is a lesson to all of us as Ghanaian youth. We need to be very careful. We need to be very careful because right now, as we speak, these people, they are closer to the national cake. What about you? Oh, now 37 now. You are holding placard. Yes. Oh, if you are not perfect, they will give them this car. So this was what they told me to do. Let me make this clear. Assuming I accepted, as I'm talking to you guys, I will also be there at the dinner, and you will see me closer to you.
Where they were Daroma, send a Ralph Shia or na, or can I say, Charlie, let's talk for NDC now, mobile, ye bid dino. And one who and a na who send Rana a coson, ye bid dino.
I don't know, hey, Ranka, or any coming no Casenka Ghana boy, commission suit. I'm a tab on the cone, I'm a name of
a was on a rig.
Okay, now, Namare, Micha, Namare,
you go to crew to chat.
Me try check no left and right. Me try with their permanent. It's like I said, me I don't bash government. One thing I don't do is to come on social media and start bashing whatever government is in power. I believe we are not kids to be babysitted. Ghanaians are not kids. Ghana for now almost are. And I did Ghana for some pet crying say Obebasa Obechro Munyansa. Okay, Ghanaians don't like it. And can say, oh, Nancy, and I'll buy it. I put away about a ben. Or anybody now, Gabena, we buy our betres, oh, no, better answer. Oh, Yawaha, oh, and they will buy and they are over betres, oh, Yansa, oh, Yansa. Dabena will buy, and none Yana will shoot if you over better. Ghana phone pay. It's a memo. Say, Obi say me, Banna, my bed bash it. Mahama, almost a mere fasting man. Menuka say, oh, Henny, my head 7 days fast, Yama Mahama.
Hey.
It's almost
more that you.
It's almost a good. Almost a good. So we should pray for Mahama. It's means my fast. Ghana
grandma of a dicky actually maha. Say your true baby, sir, Momon Pie and a home since similar post your mamma had you now, Mamona and your bassa and Quassa Seminia.
When you fasted and pray,
I want to be a man and a young queen.
It's moving forward. No, but the Manubesia, Sena Messica, I think this would be a lesson to that was a victim of this Galamsey thing. Captain Smart, they came there. They came to the Galamsey grounds.
If I'm a Bia of our Bibica crack over, Unia, Asamo can mean what in a one seminar. Now, saying that may be con home, congratulating the party, they say, why yen Yamisu Juma.
Mahu, Ahenepa nkasa comment di mahu se ofa they are ganging up on you. Ahenepa kawakoma to ye minim bibia ekoso camp bia. Minim bibia ekoso camp bia. Me hwa peteta kremo a minim nkomo bia ekoso camp bia about me.
They told me like me from a nice year.
Timi bibia ntimi so me gina yie pa anti whatever they are planning about me no they should come. They should put it to they should trigger everything. Why? Maybe not coming be there the cast and be say all this demonstration, this up and down, this brouhaha is being sponsored by one of the duopoly. Some of one of the duopoly. One more party BIT. Or one of the duopoly. You will fear any of me and me or he David Ghana boy. And your papa Sikaira. Sikana Ira, your papa so Paco Bodia. Wouldn't say no now for Scana. Or why no for my solid dad and Uncle Bodia, we are both near Boku Nipa. Dad, we are born near Boku Nipa.
Hey, so crowd. Hey, what done? I wish you would be. I do we say you be a boy, will be a year.
Unim sa unyo no wafa unsa nima ni nkobo duane eti see yes one of the duopoly na senya wa tenti na wase ubufu na wudwa na no na me ko mu baby come my explanation be say obi ba bonten be ka say NDC the sponsor the fix the country activities are metimi ni pa kwa de chinye say NDC leadership any NDS as a political party Metimaka said they are not the one or they haven't sponsored face the country in any way. I can say it. Say NDC as a political party. Say John Mahama. Say Sami Jemfi. Say whoever NDC or say face the country for ye mamusi. Munyana mufanko ye demonstration. Pangu abai no film come make abai no popular. Metimi the message in Waka say Debbie. There is nothing like that. But people that voluntarily support face the country activities, that donate money to face the country activities, 90% of them are NDC supporters. Team ye. But Pienwa, me jinaka sembia, misuro na me kanta. Me say, people that support face the country and not face the country alone, even freedom fighters, some of us, people that support us, Munyento data bundle. Oh, who perform? Okay, and your metal 90% of them are NDC supporters. Less than 10% and also they are more idea. If you have some year where you're mining, Timeno, me person me feel me when I'm support them. Me way back. And to because say NDC the sponsor face the country. Make us in the background because NDC as a political party there. No, but no credit say the reality is one na the padobro wa kwantu ma omudo musika sponsor face the country ni mu dwuma hodo bibiri no NDC sympathizes because their party is in opposition and what we are doing is indirectly going in favor of their party. Ghana is two major party states. When MPP is in power and you criticize them, the MPP takes benefits. The NDC benefit indirectly. When NDC is in power and you criticize them, the MPP will benefit indirectly. So you will attract the members of the opposition party. NDC Abba Power. Whoever will stand up to start criticizing John Dramani Mahama, left, right, center, the audience you are going to attract, 90% of them will be coming from the MPP fan base. This is a realistic fact. It means I know, say, 90% of the audience I have on TikTok, on Facebook, 90% of them are supporters of NDC. The same applies to freedom fighters. The same applies to the country. Because among school record here the command Oliver. Kokachil Oliver say Oliver of fire ne ti work say demonstration amoye nyina NDC party na sponsor mom. But there is a mutual respect between me and Oliver. Inti Oliver tonsa frame me and I'm call me office and I'm Oliver tenase on table one man to man and also fire asama mati na minim say bia na o man te wase yi minim say bia na o mo anan anti the opposite of chena si e no kwesa kasa and na me to me boas twidwa mu kire Oliver said the make an ya we no say na say we you are right. We also say whether you are right. This is the fact. This is the realistic fact. And some of us, we are doing what we are doing, or we started what we are doing, not to the interest of any of this duopoly. I stopped criticizing the government, and people were suspecting me, say, maybe I've been quelled by the MPP government. People were coming to my DM. To the extent said, a bit too much from video, I said, hey, of late, you are living good. Are you being paid now? They are taking good care of you because we don't see you firing of late. A Jana now would fire MPP, no? They say, what one Kasabim? A Jana now would fire MPP, no? They say, one Kasabim. And they say, the Omusha we are no Mausikana, especially when they saw me and look at the chief FIFA. Me, Manko MPP, Omo media engagement, biada. Manko MPP party biada. I'm just a friend to Okateche FIFA. When they saw me and Okateche FIFA, they started suspecting MPP is paying me, or maybe I'm being paid by somebody from MPP. But they will go to NDC media engagement and take money. They will go to NDC party dinner and go and eat akokonam. But they don't want to accept the fact to say they are in that angle. Let's put that aside, no problem. Ebra you see 2024 when I catch them and say, I don't hate MPP as a party. I hate Akufo-Addo's leadership and governance. I have demonstrated for the past 4 years, 2020, 21, 22, 23. 2024 is election year. I am done. I'm not going to any demonstration. I'm not going to waste my energy to insult anybody. I'm not going to criticize anybody. The only power I have is to vote them out. That's all. Yeah. That is what I said to myself. Make a offer. I think 2024, the only demonstration I acquired demonstration was Tamale. Or you know, guys, a demonstration I acquired.
That's why make I the Tamale Diana Mokocha police for dying Kunkole Libinia Dina Baba. The
real Tamale demonstration, I catch them and say, I am done. I am done with any demonstration under NPP administration. Why? Because my demonstration almost 6 or 7 demonstrations. Nana must go, Kumi Prekun, Levy, Takrade. I mean, counting them, Kanoforiata, mention them in Accra and Kasata Krade, mention them. My 2024 is election year. I'm going to, relax and listen to
offer. We are question is na omoto tonsa free social media bloggers momo kasama NDC no ya amfre o mesro and kofo want to know why. We
are in election year. I'm going to pay critical attention to all the messages that these politicians will come out with. And at the end of the day, I'm going to vote. But I said to myself, so my vote will never go for the MPP because they have not listened or they didn't consider any of our demonstrations and our grievances. So there is no way I'm going to vote for them. Ohini, we got 2 months to election. I got 2 months to election, or maybe 2 weeks or a month to election. I think I'm was a young demonstrating because I feel what kind of agenda is this? Why a demonstration for the past 3-4 years? We were at Parliament front. They never mind us. They never allowed us. The last hour, they came to us that we should bring our petition and allow 10 people to come into the gallery or the chamber.
I remember.
Yes, that was, I think, 11 demonstration. We were at Parliament. By way after 2 months to election, to vote them out, to bring maybe somebody who has a message that, or somebody you think that will accept you, no. And when I risky amount from my life, all because we Ghana. And you and I, we are all aware of African politicians. They don't mind if they have to even eliminate you because of power. They don't mind. I will never switch on camera and tell somebody to go and demonstrate because of Galamsey when it is just 2 months to election. I would prefer telling that person to vote for a particular candidate with a message. 87% Ghana for Obama in this year. And you got 2 months now, go ahead demonstration. There be catch the man for say MPP and Peli and Timontoma NDC direct. Now, go catch any policy and go ahead demonstration 2 weeks or 2 months to election. That's unfortunately. Soldier ni bodam for be police ni be a man order from above command. No ko pra obi ko fie so shegu obi so a. Na sa nipa no ko ya na obai. Eti mu sa me twe me ho. Me hu sa na me twe me ho esi nchen. Enti na man fa me ho anje de na omo ye no mu bia ni. And I realized that no, these people has an agenda. And that is what is out there everybody is seeing. And to going forward, you know, said the Ghana boy he can. Me pauchao. In Ghana politics here, don't be deceived. Also, crafting enyama nkoya fa camera na so ka wadwe ne kire mpanyi fo.
Ma hu se wa hu. Unua ene Raf. What try ya se on pese ubebo ni dini an ofa. Sa nkrofo we ni nya yen wo kwan bi so. Se no mbisi ase ye din aka na fa no ene evidently hwe bebi wakwa ko wi. NDC akache. Young freedom fighters, ye bow suspect, ye free umpajo offer or trophy me dancing who approach. How many times in the arm free Ralph? 3 times. I don't think that's why another Dr. Rain a permanent free cone say, where you know, Gaza and also say, any a pamo boko, and I'll call it. I DNA ye jina so pamo no. Wako, oh, ye who do my bonting. Ye can't say no cre. Eventually, but oh, only any masse, and only NDC for another Nekasubum. International and ye suspecting years back, but if you didn't have it,
no. Me person stated this on record, mo be an anti say. So be when this mo enya boni.
Mo
obi when people mo enya boni. But ma we you cannot correct on my phone right from the start. Men being cover ho na nye ho anoma kokone nye ho chameleon strategy stabby baby.
Of us will be a Ghana boy enko.
Mami fa we twa to na Ghana boy mbra. Me ni Oliver ehia me kase me chire Oliver. Miss Oliver, do you know Adia a break face the country? And some of the guys in face the country who need the entire ababe do this point. Ebia uni ma me kai bia wadwe ne bebaso. Lack of financial capability. Ahochire ohiani ahochire. Ohene se wo be chire na so be ka no kore onim koma bedo. What true? Especially Ghana politics aye ye wo so wo be gina mfifi wo nko bi wo be ka no kore onim koma bedo. Ohene majority of these guys, you know, their source of income, their source of money is coming from these people in these parties are the support to financially. Ti won't mean you when you say mini party. But also want to so man but me kasa me party. But when you ma be kire say we you ma bo party indirectly said the be ya obetimi their sustaining support on be support in everybody.
Na ebasa offer freedom fighters yen supporters ya wa kwantu mu no. Offer me be lines say aka say. Mo makoma Ralph ska yen yinti. Me okay me nka obi ampo me David inti. Enka yaso we bebune.
Ohene
so beka se me freedom fighter no onka ubi bia wo ye bia kire se ye NDC ni oso a ja freedom fighters to oso na o hyem din.
Ohene ma set trap bi. Menya kwala ha o. Jami ye bia jami yo. Na ma set trap bi a. Some is minimum come on cost no camp be a video. Ye ka se o mo ha o mo hwe e bi kura screen record come on yedi. Minimum na. That bedroom. That bedroom where my pass am Ghana boy kada say.
Say fast ara from near you say me gusu bo mo tweba the ties say me tipim. Me tipim me ka on to me carry. It's if you na so 918 ni ze nyina nim guasefo. Ghana boy question na nipa baby.
You got freedom fighters US chapter. Emma emu nipa dom ekogu honum na ye ka say Ghana for mu akwantu ma obako
NDC bongo a.
Enti oyiri make up chatam so. Edru baby na ase the Sedua sisters na koye omo atamfo e group nim sa na free because the Sedua sisters ni genuinely no are not in that camp, NDC camp.
Bako ya NDC ni omo. Bako ya NDC ni one di kan BS Sedua sisters on page mom. And that who is omo kasa ti ya NDC for agwa no di ni page. Mudre mi kan o say asema atwi ni am senya hwe mumie foforo mu am de next time mo ngo hu NDC ni ma ni mi page mam. Ghana boy brem. Minia question for. No mpeso mu hu ni say we say ye dru ho no even TikTokers wo mo ye comedy ni ade NDC capture wo mo nyina.
Yeah.
Rafu no masem say they call them say o mo hia o mo ni ade on cry dey say no ni say NDC for. Agro enti no na mbese mbuza say omo frɛ ubiana tama na NDC frɛ omo ano odin wo internet so omo
Antoine San frame obi Antoine and crime so we come be Sam is the same yeah Sam say you've promoting wako KJT market wako airport wako Pokwasi interchange, you know, they be on in interchange so I will promote Ghana. They didn't call you. I said no, nobody didn't call me to any occasion. It is what it is. It is what it is. But Sena offer Esika, you know, or Chroma, freedom fighters, Charlie. Hey! Oh, I'm Mr. Moses, Mamma, we yard. Hey! Jai. Ekoban Sana, Afe, SME, him say I'm neutral because this thing was for NDC. And like I said, I came out to let my people know, say, Moana Muhammad, a Ghana boy, and you are a youth, and the youth are fighting for Galamsey. I'm telling you guys, these guys, they are NDC guys. That is the reason why I didn't initially, for those who are on my platform during that period, initially, I told everybody that the reason why I don't support the Fix the Country Galamsey demonstration, I don't want to say it now. I wanted to say it after the election. But I said, no, Ghana boy, if you've seen something, say it. Because if you don't say it now, after the election, people will say, so the pressure was, I said, okay, let me say it. So one day I just came and I stated it out that per my findings, per my investigations, these guys are doing this thing for the NDC. And I'm not saying the NDC is a bad political party. No, that is not what I'm saying. But all I'm saying is, me personally, for 32 good years, I've seen MPP and NDC. Yeah, Boamah Kry F.F. And with where I want to see Ghana, so far the two political parties, they've not exhibited they can do it. If, like I said, or this time around, the NDC can turn things around, and you know, as a maybe a Boamah Kry F.F. and same, maybe not Traore Mojanibi, afa Boamah same, Eddie Akwa could do na dream mama, or yeah, no maybe a idea. Then we thank God. But me personally, I saw it clearly, and personally to Ghana boy, I do a lot for people. Like personally, I'm somebody who I love nature, I love human beings. And one thing I don't like to do is to deceive and ride on people for something. I don't like it. So I thought it wisely to use my platform to educate the people. And I did all I could. But yes, still you get Ghanaians who will come talk this, that. But this is the results now. We've all seen the results of whatever that transpired in the year 2024. Few days to election. We tried our best to educate the youth. But you know, yes, a chance we move here. Once you think but me the freedom fighter mo jume die Charlie. Say now oh yeah, a comedy about the number of calls, the number of threats. People call me on phone when I got myself involved in this. People call me, hello, is this Ghana boy? Yes, it's Ghana boy. Okay, so I want to talk to you. You don't know me, but I want to talk to you. You are a young guy, and what you are getting yourself involved into. Let me tell you something. If you like, listen. If you like, don't listen. In Ghana here, The people who run businesses in Ghana here are MPP and the NDC. They are the ones who run the country. So I want to warn you, the way you are coming out and you are shouting and MPP is this, NDC, you are fighting the two political parties. There's no way your third force can come to power in this country. And I want to warn you too, if your third force don't come, what will be your stake in this country? They will sabotage you. There will be the crab in your mouth. So I'm warning you. This call came after I went to post MPP Nana Ocha in China. Yes. So I'm warning you. Who there two bongo ideas? Who fear any other foul? Or more broaching or more keep on fighting. They will continue with their life. And then they told me a lot of threats, Charlie. Why are there? More freedom fighting and I appreciate me there, baby. I do not cry,
Frefre ofa no fa nko yi onam ho no what say saman otumi betwam ni ehu no mo se anas freka ho fre no no pepe bi fa nko
because Ghana
enya mesrewo enya ade unim bibi mame kan sam kyerɛw once ya ewo mu no wotena se a wontena dakro to webese etu ti sa akom no ene kwa de wobekoma se no first no nti upade ni kurikuram kakra wo kase wobegyae a ebetu sa akom.
Now you China or in a come DSA now we me the more Raf kind and make us say okay Raf I've heard you okay cover this time me say
ngazamre wo su kuta kuma ejutwa nam
me see me kita fucking in come no kase in come kwa why there in come account me a jikra kwato ho no a every month can be come say fum bagana for mo ho do enye yawo ye de yenyi o ye ni hwe mo ho do Ghana for mo ho do ye mo kakra bi o je pese
Mamenka sem ketua bi Ghana boy do this job free wakuma mu enhira beba ma wo
okay
masem kakra meka no se ubetia ye ne sesa wo ye do eyeden a hoche kakra beba wo de twatis kakra ne ade a obedandan ho no anya hwe ye ha eye nne na bibia bentia 30 na te wo hai mi jana bi ade bechi bi kura no de 500 Ghana cedi abeto account um say jina fasoso ohumu kakra besese no mu nyina asuro because of ne akoso ye anti because of ne akoso ye I know some people o kasa bi kura na ato na koma so but ye ma hye no sese aye say obi no naija mesre yetiefo amo ha no se wo bato nsuo mu wu ano nkyere se wagya nsuo no eka wakoma me ye bibia ma obi anya afi na me hwe akire Vivian den kyerɛ se me nka kyerɛ se fa number to or se put numbers nyame ya adoma ye be try say freedom fighters no offer ye yi na ye digi momo kakra no na Vivian eka se ya ye momode ne mfanto no mo fa kakra mrem ye na freedom fighters ye obi kakra we yakoma ma we don't go to our followers say Ghana boy ni ono so ye adwuma papa omoma ne bibi eno an say from Ghana na no na yaka kire say bomodi na bia 1000 Ghana cedi man for yi na ne polythene bag bi no be hase de atonton kra na say yi a nye say de bia no yi binya de abrane so de bedidi bebi okra na minim nipa omde 1 million Ghana cedi start a business enti ye to ase man sa na ya dofo kra ho mkra timi so na sene ni nyina ye Ghana yinti ewo enti no sesi ano ofa number no to amame na yenhwe yenya kakra yenhwe se ode sen Ghana boy no ye benya kakra bia ma no for bibi ode beto aduane for ne honesty no ne honesty keke se ntisa asuna se number ni ho a ye ni kan fa Ghana boy number emma minu ya Vivian na so be ma ne kakra on fa man na afi
ye number no
okay
the Boamah Kry
Gina so meba mpacho bo number no
0599 00 60 69
okay
yeah.
Vivian minim se opesa o magana boy bibia ma yehu na ne ode be mo fire no right away etol mu on fa Ghana boy
yeah
So open say my Ghana boy bibia.
When it but one thing is when they say, I mean can be Ghana boy. You know, men can say I'm giving up on my country. It's men can be guy.
The moment I do, me buy Charlie, what's
me can send you a platform. Me can send
Papa,
you a
network and MTN, right?
yeah, MTN.
Okay.
Yes,
Said the more Emmanuel.
yeah.
Said the more Emmanuel. Mpacho SEDEMO. Now the Emmanuel also.
Yeah.
SEDEMO. Said the more. Now the Emmanuel also.
Said the more Emmanuel. I read the last word.
Said the more.
Yeah.
SEDEMOR.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's on any wafa. Must mommy give you up? Yeah, twice what?
You can't give up.
Why?
Whenever I switch on camera to talk, I don't talk because I just want to talk. It is almost I don't come live frequently.
Very true.
When the moment you switch on camera, put yourself aside. Consider speaking for thousands of people who don't even know you. There are millions of people they wish they have the chance to say their mind for people, or for the government, or for the leadership. Many can say the politicians, they are here, they are listening to us. MPs, ministers, they watch us on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, they watch us. And now we post two video, and next year, Minister of Education, the office your friend is saying, MPP administration, Minister of Education, and next year, Oma, the PA frame, me say, Okuma, so percent banambe meteor. I didn't go. As I make a PA, this one can't share, and say, opening, we brought out a problem, which is a school, be and Kolabiko school, or any papa. What problem? No, we mentioned the district, we mentioned the assembly. You are in Ashanti region. The most important thing is to go and fix the problem over there. Why calling me? Offer me a baby. Now me acquire no transportation 2,000, 5,000 via mami. And no. I feel actually na me who come into me kawadi na me fire. It's no me ma. Timisrawa monko solve problem. Some solve problem we are the people that call us to come and video the problem. They will call us and come and tell us say there is an improvement in solution, so we should come and cover it. We will come. So I didn't go. Never say that then you are doing it yourself, and for that matter, stop. No, you are speak. You are the mouthpiece of thousands of people. Thousands of people are. You shut their mouth. You understand? What do you mean?
That will be comments when I make I say why I'm a mess.
So don't look at what some others are doing and say go ahead, my brother.
Let me say this to Kojoana. Nobody just woke up one day and say I want to fight for Ghana. I think we need to clear this for some people to understand what is really transpiring in our lives. Today I was live on TikTok. After the election, I've never spoke about anything election or politics or voting or whatsoever. After the election, I come online, I move around town, Cantabanto Market, fire outbreak. I was there, I reported. I just move around town showing people, and then all I always say is Ghana is the most beautiful country in the world. I just promote the country Ghana. I've never come on social media to talk about anything politics. Now, Kojo Ano, let me explain this to you, Kojo Ano. With what you see us doing, if we want to do things on social media just for the name of money, as we speak now, go to TikTok and go for all the powder serum with him and to lion, like we can do all sort of things and make money. But for some of us, there's some spiritual force behind what we are doing for this nation. First of all, I don't know what came over me to even start using the name Ghana Boy, to have the name Ghana as to get my real name off. Now my father be I say me minding and I'm the told me so say I'm from a Ghana Boy. I don't know what spirit got me that idea. That is one. Secondly, with some of the things you see us doing in the name of fighting for the nation, we don't just do it by our own strength, by our own decisions. Sana Ohene Kayano. I did sometimes it me fight is a rapture. Sometimes you will be there and then you get some dream. Oh, sorry, I'm upon a kind of catcher. So one yes, I video now, won't told that. As a whole yari. So we cannot say we want to stop fighting for the nation because we are going to die. To be frank, if truly the word some people were born to die for their nation really exists, then you should know there is also something that is going to put people in the position where they are going to die for their nation. Somebody like Kaka, Ubo Kaka Adin. Yes, people will always be people. People are not going to remember you. People are not going to even talk about you. People told me, Ghana boy, you are a family man, you have family, do not. But I'm telling you, the force that is pushing us to do this is something we find it very difficult to neglect. We find it very difficult to stop. As I'm talking to you, during this political era, there are a lot of things I saw which Nina, they are too say I will talk about them. And at the right time, I was just waiting for the swearing in, and then some few months or some few days, I will go and then I'll talk about them. I want to stop, but I can't. I'm very sorry. I want to stop. I want to go back, do like what other TikTokers are doing, enjoying themselves, play your TikTok battles, put powder on your face, go and lie down on the floor, get your gifts, get your money, travel to Dubai. I want to do all those things, but I can't. And then as a home and to know, I think we are getting to a point where some of us are owning up. If this is what we are going to do, and one day you wake up, you hear boom, they've come and then taken the life of this guy, so be it. We are glad we did it for the nation.
Ghana boy, you're the best about 3-9 your time as I was a man.
Ghana boy address and
me pesa on fara no nsi no nkona me na onklusi.
Yeah.
And Ghana boy, bibia pesa wo kan bia no wadaruma kentwato na yenko. Obeti enka why?
Empesa me can say no matter the outcome of whatever that transpired, no matter the situation we find ourselves now, I think one thing I personally do believe in is love. Let's love each other. MPP, NDC, whatsoever, we are all Ghanaians. I just wish one day we can get this country to a state where we put MPP, the name MPP, NDC aside. We all sit around the table, look at leaders, wherever they are coming from, put them all together to solve the country's problem. I feel democracy, one way or the other, is really affecting our progress because we are now saying. So,
over
everyone, God bless Ghana.
Check it where you know so my na Emma Ghana boy and Kwanza ni Vivian mbacha oni odi bae no for Ghana boy na ye hu na yamfama na ansa na wako. Why is it for Ghana boy wadaroma?
Yeah, Kojo are not true. Kojo are not, I understand. Sometimes you feel like giving up, but Charlie, let's just own up. Let's just own up. Let's see what the good Lord is doing.
Vivian, mbacha comment bibi mami Vivian.
Only Vivian number I have for now. I have the phone with me here.
Aye.
Network.
Yeah, why I bet take some time.
Aye, na me pese me hu se o si emfama no wasend sense emfama no ansa no wako se ne be ya mesi.
If for Ganga, you say help me to fortify. Go and give me the to pay. Who?
Udie. Ko offer ho. Me se ko offer ho. Ote.
Offer me.
Muyale de yimfuturo ni ade na konum oboa. If I tell you say offer to me ko Jubilee House, SNP ba asundwie ma onyi. Enti me se ko.
Ghana boy, throw me number with I am messaging my WhatsApp. That are very important to come up the conversation.
Vivian Dentra Mpacha can be big kakra. Na me pese me ho say am Ghana boy saying of I am fam man and now the brave freedom fighters order
0554
554.
Please, you guys decide what to give him. Oh, okay, good.
554
22 40
40
92.
Okay. What for me message you?
have a message in my WhatsApp. There is a very particular important conversation. And they have on the back door. But
Ghana boy that's it. Kona koda. Sister ne say was send kakra mo fire antino obete of anka. Why?
Okay, nyamishira mo.
All right. Take care, bro. Take care. Good night.
Na hanimeda ako.
Okay. Me you and how good. Now over about 3:13. My time near perfect.
We say Ghana I into no more moditary some obey freedom fight on back and cratchit to me no come life mamu the person make a company can say it is true.
How Vivian say or say or yenny beam definitely why.
Okay. The person make okay your brother Kojo and no comment on the but say Ghana boy please don't risk your life for Ghana. The nation is full of idiots. Kaka is gone. Nobody is supporting his family. Get the hell out and advise the same time. I mean, Kojo, you are right. But I've been in Ghana for the past years. And Ghana has said, baby, I'm Ashanti region, which is the stronghold of the MPP. And I've criticized the MPP throughout these 4 years. Demonstration upon demonstration. Now, no police might be friendly for America. I'll say, hey, me saw camera na jo oyini o me sha say no muni ha na me saw camera na jo na me nam krum na me fire man for anajo 10 11 na ma saw camera na me nam krum na me fire penny for in Ashanti region, the stronghold of MPP for these 4 years demonstration of after demonstration me too kwai ko bia me ko voter me ko northern region me ko eastern region me ko western region and we are the free bono region by me ko central region. What is the police in Ibiachimida? What is that memo with the Kurabuda? What is that? Yes, of our council, 117, your pride is either. There be. And you say, Bia, Ben, a map bent attacking a mabusu. Me sui. Mbapa Cassim Micheremi. Mbapa say, so you're before. Tim you. So you're before. Nase, a common de no ma, namu feel a common demo. Now, only option nessa uber for 2 ako murem ako pen na makumno. Uko pen na mnukuna would be able to no mako tombi na mudi bia ye biane. Asama papa catch them because papa no a hunter and they when you into one hunter be. Or say the fact is a comedy we no man be bia ni fie na the only option nessa uber for 2 dia kwa hayo ako pen na maba fie no. Does not mean say uduru murem ho a ukure 20 no. Be careless over there. Yes, sir. Abua bi betumi eku. Na abua no ku a wo a wo mafie e kom ebeku yere no man nso. 80 years you have to go into the bush to get something home, but when you get into the bush use this. Be very careful before you before you trigger the gun, a bullet, no, position yourself very well. No say auto from that's why nya abua no. That's about the 10 you can have somewhere to escape. My father shared his story to me sometime when he was a hunter. Also one time be oko anajo ahayo pa na muta ko ahayo because emwan be brina pia anajo. Daytime they be brina shedam pisa. Now one time be anajo and oko bush forest oko kumdam. Now when na ohu aboa bi osina eko and I don't know the English name. Is it a bull or I think
one buffalo no.
Okay. Was it now he was eager to shoot the animal because abuano so could not the number fear yes like it. But also I remember a guy who said no abua be say no what to say first one cry and kobo baby a bit me could at once na kobo baby a obetimi a survival. Now what 10 about the direction of it now obetimi akuti ni sa na tie dia before so obetutu no obe make sure so obe be dua bia etufu ma sa nya abo no dimri ka be kwakọ furu dua no and na papa so first shot dem wa hu sa abo bia bo ato hoju hu ya sa abo ni dimri ka ba be no no wo no and o dimri ka no ko furu bia ko se bia no Abuano begina biana si wo twan ho ama. Papa so da biana so ma de chi asa na wo ba fi. Asema making ni tintinity a wanyina ne say the fact say mpanifo ni mbu o man ni yie na niema enko yie na wo se wo ye YouTube person wo ka wa adwene kire mpanifo no does not mean say fa jimi does not mean say fa nkwase akoma ye all because amanfo be praise you are brave you are courageous you are a man it you know kwana koye ne sa bia la that be me nyama de sa. You might call me a coward, you might call me a fiero, you might call me whatever, but there be me will come saying your coffee bongo ideas go pruning with the man kakra. Me forget who for the penny for parliament and him quiet demonstration. Me had change the bongo ideas here. And so me to come and your coffee no coffee no go pruning man.
Oh, the man, man, no.
The fact is that me fight them or mine no me can no crash the penny for me get demonstration no does not mean say the million no me adwin ni nyansa to ho nya ba bia na ofre me ameba enye meeting bia na meko enye ba bia na meko akoye niam bia pesa showcase say me na me champion da bi me nye sa but there was say me can be ameka and this ya papa wey no kure bia was say me ka kire this ya mamuoni bia ona kwanso bia meka madwene me ntukwa kwa bia no haya se me tukwa kwa bia me kokodi na nsa na me sa bagana Ohi David ubo wana maba Germany na masaba back to Ghana ubo wana mawura Dubai ubo wana mawura hana maba pesaba metina ha ya meka madwena kira ban ne pepepe me mawura kura because me di adwene na beka enti mesraw wo ya babunu na wo Ghana wo kroma se na wo pesa wo kan okura kire tumi a fa nyansa to ho fa adwene to ho nyesa wo ense wo di akoma ni amanfo e be chia wo up be ya wo ye break e be yi wo firi wo na problem da so ho no ti mesramo. So person can create to me now can voice out feel free but for 22 home me da munyina say media no fire the nation uncle ubetima follow me on YouTube the nation uncle TV just on YouTube uko YouTube see what type of the nation uncle TV you see my videos over there you see my channel over there you can follow me over there uko TikTok also the nation uncle uko Facebook of the nation uncle me da munyina 30 not I see you that
Ofa jina so din me de niema egugu so hwe ade pa ma me mbacho 30 nati akọ kokra ma ye wo baabi na enti a ye supporters ni bi ho no ma ye ni omo ho agro no I really appreciate 30 nati but hwe niema na me de toto so na kakra ma me why sisi a me wo he na obi don for the Sunday me say
sister your fellow
Vivian.
Yeah.
It's a Vivian no
I'm back Vivian about
instant
yeah
on one how
1,517 Ghana cedis.
Okay, into no otwere wase ho said ne dodo bi a pese ye de ma bia no send the freedom fighters into no ne ye pese ye de ma Ghana boy into no ye be decide ho na wakọ akoma no ne ye say the man why.
All right.
Okay. Over can be beach sister Vivian Dentra.
Oh yeah. Honestly speaking, it is not easy for people to support some of us. I've been saying, it's not easy for people to support us. And then so you when you say Kasama Kokobana de by this and MPP chabam. Your group champion Taba Bekachere say, Mama yen declare support to my this. They say support in a bit maybe move. Your group champion Tabekachere says, see a Mama yen Kasama in this. Among for no send your crack maybe. Among for number of videos, super share videos, or me share beam. Timu yen Kasama no support in Nakakramra. May you be a way your ma. Yantia Sena champion Tafa and the back. No, nyansa ene edi atoto akwam ana ma yetimi gina abrane a ye ka nokure kire tumi nyesa ka ebia yeso ka ho kire akrepo ya ma ye jai kasa ye ndi ye ho ye nya ye ho sa It is a voluntarily motocross show or done supporter. We really appreciate it. It is Sister Vivian. Thank you so much. That's support.
Mame Vivian, Nana Monton Quandamwati, Media Mpire na Mr. so Bishra or more no one from Boati. Over O'Brien 1005, right?
Yeah.
But Ghana boy inti na echo resist in Badarma sending 1,000 Ghana cedi na 500 fatu ye futum for Ochina Asemti.
No problem.
Yebeda ebusuafo nyina ase. Mbacho hwe ne akoso nobo de wadi machi ache. Ono na ekokotwere we edeto honom. Na me koto nobo ewo NDC for platform so de bia. Onka sentia yeda. We obo Ralph Abaso. Eno nkyere se mane mo na Abaso. Ralph say yeso ya bo na Abaso pen. Ne ko a okona mom we freedom fighter. Wo kuma NDC na ne yan support so okoye NDC na say sister ye NDC na obo na Abaso any problem. Yan fa ye support to ama no bacho ye lashes ene wase on barakisu kwade. Ebetwere ho say they can go and hack transformer. Tiana yes waye na ne nam so e baye ni omo ye group to omo kohia ho no omo di omo nkomonti ade mande mugize ye wu nipa but diatemana amane ho abaye no. I thought it was full of wisdom and intelligence people, but no, from head to toe them all food.
These people don't work. These people don't work our time. They don't work our time. We have reasonable people here that are listening to us. I bet you ask something reasonable to them. Why waste our time?
I wanted you to know the you must
long time, not today.
Now my more fire sabari kisu easy. And NDC. Yes, he was here, baby, as a motana. Yes, Yansa say, Yamamo page, yan support NDC. And you know, Mama supporting my NDC. Mama money cow, and I'm saying, ya eating so. Just say you still love us. More do ya, Momra. Yan one. And actually, Oman them Mugiz, only. I thought, I say, is that how the freedom fighters fool? I say, na more Jimmy, sir. Na freedom fighters, ya count. We nipa no man them Mugiz.
I don't know how who was.
And I said, Tinati, Akokon Asiama FFF, on the Oheneba. I hope say you can say you are part of freedom fighters, right? Does it mean you also fool? Said Tinati. The unim papa na minimisa na sifo ne nko for NDC for power but corona wo mo say minni no machi say in the name of party ntina mahu no kra menka papa min hu ne meka kire no ofa for anu sini enko yapon
me can some way last year say even last 2 years kwana me can say one more o twa ye ho hia ne ya wo mo ye you are intelligent, you are wise, you are brave. Sabai se sana mi gina me na so se de mi gina de yo mba be kasa me yakwasi ampani. Me ka da. Me nipa bi the moment I me start me djumedi a obeba around and me ne wo be start see sign bi na ma start renew. Less than and within a month or two, na mahu the kind of person you are, your interest, your agenda. Na mahu. Eti obi anyone me ne na mo a minnim ne plan whether the omami who the omami who be anyone minnim or none of them. Me say obi anyone me nam some friend madam fo some friend me nua some friend me yonko me omunyi da minnim bia mentality in the mindset I me na de nam and I play along because I have this book here that I read or hini ya branch no that so ni free so na me kire nipa de. So when we read the book we pair obi entimi for wadwene ni agrota book we 48 laws of power. So we hwe me na won kan ya go to online na ko pe bi na kan. Oyini before some many will be sign say activists, say a comrades, a freedom fighters, ye anamfo abrabom, we minia, we mibusia, we miyonku. Within a month or two, na manya botra steady mindset mentality. Eti me can say in politics, in Ghana politics, ade aye under MPP administration no. Send this about power pay. The very people you guys are intelligent, you guys are white, you guys are very brave, you guys are doing the best thing, you guys love Ghana. No? Out of 100%, no, 98% of them will turn out to come and call us fools. And those that are insulting us under NPP administration, no, when power turns and NPP goes to opposition and they come to see our videos, they will start calling us, oh, you guys are indeed truth speakers. You guys are telling the truth. I knew this already. Some way, I see them, I just pass by, I just scroll up, I just laugh and ignore them. I don't take anything coming from them serious because I have already programmed my mind to say, these are whom they are. I know them already. It is a wish me now with 13 nati. We are freedom fighters, your followers, who dimachi me, who go such commenter. I can make us and never waste your energy over there to reply any of them. Just scroll up, forget them, ignore them. That is whom they are. And Matu means an MPP Samra power. Or my because you guys are better. I mean, you are the best, you guys are good. That is how the system has corrupted their mentality. It has to always go in their favor. Minimum no hini me say ma set a trap bi trap no e be chi bela nche e chi bela benefo amount for betin simbias enti ma me fan to ma me fan so
why are there thank you so much yakasa 2 hours 31 minutes abusua yedamu nyina mo se Vivian Jima ma me ya Oheneba nkasa Vivian Dentra nananom to nkwana me mpaja wate me nka ne kese yenuanom kwa bompaya ama ya Oheneba nwanwa se nobo pa mbacho yehu se aden na se media so nete utimi kopi omoso nyasam ketwa Eva Anane Samuel, thank you so much for your time and your support, everything. Thank you. Kinsley Safo, Yadamuina Masi Juliana Insia, Yahumuina Kojo, and also by Albachina Wajin why Francisco Finia was Yama Kenyana. Aha, and the Jumedin BC. Maureen Fi, more hey, Mr. Freedom Fighters, Yemubi Brain, Yama support. Just subscribe to our channels. One more buffalo from Oko. The talking point I feel no might be on my channel. So I'm to me a live for just more 50 followers. More hey about my channel be brother 167. Move to me a more 60 no cry and follow the talking point. 15 follow of the nation uncle. 50 soon follow me neache. It is about 150. Oh, the money 50 mon channel mon subscribe to your channels no. Ni nyina ne sese e ba live wa send e be ya mu wi a mo access to TikTok no mon sign ko mo boye din no na mon sign follow yen yenim se mo bebre mu di ya chinye ne enti no mon fa sa support no Emma Stanley me akọ aba John free ye hwe anadwe na se wa sorry ro se na nanom hira all freedom fighters yenim mo support to amode man. Thank you so much wati yadamase bia ne se Vivian se see you 1500 Ghana cedis and I was send their Kugu accounts more Ghana. Yet 1,000 Bema Abranti no on so on fan son humuka crack raneja. Eduma panini na ye Ghana ye se Vivian Ebekono na Ghana boy akasama area be a okofano and I'm Ghana boy ni yen yeso ye pressure into o ma ye kwan no a Vivian konkofa ho e ma asem nkonkotro no enti ne mesere moma ye nyere ye ho na ye nyina ye support dwumadie no kwan bia obetumi support bia no support bi certain good night nyame ya adoma ebeshia ochina yada busiafo nyina ase and more support. I love you all. Assalamu alaikum. Have a wonderful time and take good care of yourself.
Ni pana to abano ye na musapa mi ye anani pana my president ye na musapa mi ye no arete me kase Samani wa bonega, niye juma biya ya, siga biya ni mi o. Ma fami wa jini se mi be bakra be besiga. Ni ba be juru kran mo, o mo ti mi mami welcome, o mama mi be bi semenda. Masabiresa, I'm a Boamah Kry, it's a young Kakra. Omata me greta, Oma Baba Seno, Omosi Yanko. I found never walk. Ghana for I found never walk. Ye China, ye Indian, ye American, ye US, ye Togo, ye Ghana I. I don't know about me, yeah. Gonna pay for it in a Boamah, yeah. And when I'm a jazz, you know. And when I'm a hammer,
yeah, Lavara, Banaka, Kai,
say about Metura, Mubeda, about Metura, Mubeda, said to Abanivia, Mubachias, and when I'm just, you know. Gonna for no none, I'm